Kool TV proudly presents the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament live from Morehead State University as the girls and boys set their sights on the Sweet 16 at Rupp Arena. Now let's go to Johnson Arena for all the action of the 16th Region Tournament live on Kool TV.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Morehead State University, Johnson Arena, for night number 3 of 16th Region basketball play. It switches over to the boys tonight. With me, Hager Easterling. 2 nights of girls, Coach, now 2 nights of boys coming up.
Just keeps getting better, don't it, man?
Yep, you're like a kid in the candy store.
I am. Let me have one of everyone.
And you've had a great time. You're eating hospitality food and getting to talk to all your friends. Great place to be. No better time to be than this time of year is to be at Morehead State University watching the 16th Region basketball
I
tournament.
couldn't agree more. And look at James over here. He's on his 3rd plate sitting next to us.
Yep. Second plate, Coach. So, Coach, it's been a lot of fun already.
Yeah.
And the crowds have been great. And if you can't make it, stay home, sit back, get on Kool TV, and watch all the exciting action. Girls, last 2 nights, boys the next 2 nights. Then we'll go back to girls and then back to boys to finish up next week. But it's been a lot of fun, and we'll take our first break.
Do it.
This is Game Changer. It's all powered by Papa John's Pizza in Grayson and Flatwoods. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop, 16th Region, boys side of the basketball tournament on Kool TV.
Get pumped up for March Madness with Clark's Pump and Shop. Fuel your game day excitement with our convenient locations and unbeatable deals on snacks and drinks. Whether you're on the road or cheering from home, Clark's Pump and Shop has everything you need to make this March Madness unforgettable.
Return, refresh, refuel.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
See what it's like to be an eagle. In the mountains of eastern Kentucky, Morehead State University carries on a championship tradition that gives everyone a reason to cheer. MSU is where you can win on the field and in the classroom. Join the Eagle Nation.
You hear the words banking convenience. Well, at Citizens Bank of Kentucky, we take it to the next step. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with our new ATMs. To make a deposit, follow the easy steps. The Citizens Bank of Kentucky ATM will accept your deposits, and you can deposit cash and checks at the same time.
Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
But it's too early to get up, Uncle Rick.
But I brought you a fresh cup of coffee from Clark's Pump and Shop.
I'm up. All good mornings start at Clark's Pump and Shop. Plus, get 5 cents off per gallon of gas when you use the code from the app.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Welcome back to Morehead State University, Clark's Pump and Shop, 16th Region basketball tournament. And this is the Game Changers, powered by Papa John's Pizza. They're internationally known and locally owned, and it's in Grayson and Flatwoods. Coach Easterling, tournament preview here. Ashland, I'm on the wrong one, aren't I? Yep. I'm talking boys and looking at the girls.
You thought
Coach.
you were Dickie Martin.
I didn't think that. That's for sure. That's one thing I've never thought, Coach Easterling. And you're walking home. It's a long walk from Grayson.
You're much better looking than
from
Dickie.
Morehead back to Grayson. Coach, Boyd County 25-6 taking on East Carter 17-12. These two teams played earlier in the year over at the Boyd County Classic, and it was a really good shooting night for Boyd.
Yeah. I was there in person and watched that game. It was over in about 2 minutes. I think it was 20-2.
I think Spurlock had as many points as East Carter had. So.
It was close. Third highest scoring team in the state, Dickey, Boyd County, 82.2 a game. Spurlock is fourth in the state in three-pointers made per game at 4. So going to have to keep an eye on him. Spurlock, Cole Hicks, Jason Ellis, all in double figures for the Lions. 23 a game for Spurlock, 14.9 for Hicks, 10.9 for Ellis. He's a leading rebounder at 7.5. East Carter, 17-12, 62nd district runner-up. 2 guys in double figures. Evan Goodman, 18.8. Blake Hall, 16 points a game, 9.2 rebounds. He, I think I'm going to call him the perpetual motion man, Blake Hall. What do you think?
I think so.
That's
East has gotten better and better and better all season long, and when they get to Moorhead, they're always a tough out. So they're always a tough for somebody.
I agree.
And they should have won last year. So
I agree.
But Coach, this is Game Changer. It's all powered by Papa John's Pizza and Grayson and Flatwoods right here on the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Basketball Tournament on Kool TV.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Appalachian Wireless is all in on Tech Madness. Right now, select devices get up to $500 off on the Appalachian Advantage Unlimited or nationwide mix and match plans with renewed or new lines. Plus, use a trade-in for additional savings of up to $250 for a possible savings of up to $750. See AppalachianWireless.com for complete terms and conditions. It's Tech Madness with up to $750 off because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor.
And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff into our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone Epic Stuffed Crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Well, welcome back to Moorhead State University. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Basketball Tournament. Hager Easterling, Dickey Tiller on Game Changer, powered by Papa John's Pizza in Grayson and in Flatwoods. And we're looking around the state. What else is going on, Coach Eves? Region tournaments all across the Commonwealth.
Yeah, let's go to the girls first. First region last night at Murray State, Carlisle County beats Ballard Memorial 50-47. McCracken County 54, Marshall County 45. Of course, that is the region that this region will play in the first round. That region is set up like this one. Semifinals are Friday night, finals are Saturday for Region 1. In the 15th region last night at Appalachian Wireless Arena, Floyd Central beats Pike Central 56-52. Johnson Central beats Larts County 59-47. That region is also set up the same way. Semifinals are Friday, finals are Saturday in the 15th. In the boys last night, Dickie, down in Lexington, in the 11th region, all these games are at the district champions. Frederick Douglass beat Madison Central 64-44. Great Crossing beat Bryan Station 69-61. Bryan Station gave them a fight. Great Crossing is 17th in the nation right now, Dickie, in the ratings. Lexington Catholic beat Western Hills 85-26, and Madison Southern beat Lexington Christian 76-70. Semifinals for the boys 11th region are Saturday. The finals are Tuesday at Paul Lawrence Dunbar.
All right, that's a look around the state, Coach Easterling, and this is the Game Changers, powered by Papa John's Pizza, internationally known, locally owned, Grayson and Flatwoods, and Clark's Pump and Shop. 16th region boys tonight, boys basketball tournament on Kool TV.
Home is where you hang your hat. And if you're looking for a newer, nicer home to hang your hat in, talk to the Commercial Bank of Grayson. You'll like our selection of fixed and adjustable rate mortgages and competitive rates. We also offer construction loans, auto loans, online and mobile banking, and many other services. Commercial Bank of Grayson, Grayson and Olive Hill, here for you for 125 years and counting. And you can hang your hat on that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you need to say happy birthday, get well, thinking of you, or any special occasion, say it with flowers from Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson. Fields Flower Shop can also take care of your sympathy needs, and they carry a beautiful selection of silk flowers, balloons, and fruit baskets. They've provided quality service since 1920. Call 606-324-2184. That's 606-324-2184. Fields Flower Shop, 221 15th Street, Ashland, and US 60 Grayson.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Horton Brothers and Brown Pharmacy, located at 201 East Main Street in downtown Grayson, has been your hometown pharmacy with a family touch since 1886. No matter the medicine you may need, Horton Brothers and Brown has you covered. They offer a premium line of nutritional supplements that can be shipped nationwide, while offering non-sterile compounding and genetic testing. Horton Brothers and Brown features delivered in local funeral homes with a large selection of willow tree figurines, and they offer gifts for any occasion, including wide selection of Vera Bradley merchandise. The pharmacy that still knows you by name is Horton Brothers and Brown, located in downtown Grayson, or visit them online at hbpharmacy.myshopify.com.
Welcome back here to Morehead State University. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Boys Basketball Tournament tonight. Looking here in the last segment for Coach Easterling and I, Game 1 preview. We kind of already talked about it, so we're going to do both games. Boyd County 25-6 taking on East Carter at 17-12. First game wasn't a very good ball game. This game will be a good game. East Carter has a big reputation. It goes back to Charlie Baker, Brandon Baker, now Cole. When they come to the region, they're ready to play basketball. I look for this to be a really good basketball game.
Well, this time last year, Dickie, you and I were sitting here and we were talking probably a blowout, and the game ends up in overtime. And which most people feel East Carter should have won the game.
I do too.
Yeah, I know.
They hit a free throw, and that's it.
Yeah. Like you said, East Carter, they're not a big team, But, man, they play physical for their size, and they're going to have to do that tonight, Dickie. That's going to be big for them.
Second game, Rowan County 22-10 taking on the Russell Red Devils at 17-12. And you and I spent a lot of time down Russell last year, not so much this year, but we did get to see the Red Devils play in the 63rd District Basketball Tournament. And they played really well there. And Rimmer has to have a good game tonight against a Coach Sean Thacker Rowan County team.
Yeah, really a really good game.
It's not all on Rimmer, but
exactly.
Neal has to play good. Rimmer has to play good. Some guys really have to get some touches and do good things.
Yeah, I thought their defense, Russell really stepped up their defense down in that district. We both talked about that. If they can come out with that kind of intensity defensively and see some shots go in, then they've got a shot to beat Rowan County tonight.
I think so. Boyd and East coming up first, then Rowan County and Russell tonight. This is the Game Changer, powered by Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods. And you're listening to Clark's Pumpkin Shop 16th Region Boys Basketball Tournament from Morehead State University on Kool TV.
The Ashland Area YMCA is where families and friends come to stay active and have fun. As a staple of the Ashland community for 125 years, we offer a wide range of activities and classes. We have something for all ages and interests, from cardio, fitness, and personal training, to swimming at our junior Olympic-sized pool, to a variety of sports facilities and programs. Visit us today at the Ashland Area YMCA.
From hand-cut steaks to fall off the bone rib, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com or download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to get on the wait list or place an order to go online. Fresh baked bread with honey cinnamon butter will melt in your mouth. At Texas Roadhouse, order their legendary catering for your next event. Texas Roadhouse, 501 Winchester Avenue, across from the Ashland Town Center Mall. Texas Roadhouse will help you support your local school. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. Success comes with teamwork. At Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union, we have one goal, one team, with people helping people. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union salutes all the athletes who strive to be their best, as do all your friends at Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. 2321 Carter Avenue, Ashland. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Asking a friend for help is hard. It's easier to ask us. Help at home, from meal prep to personal care. Call First Lot Home Care today to see how we can help you.
Since 1959, Ashland Office Supply Office USA has been your one-stop shop for all your product needs, offering great service, competitive pricing, and quality products. From general supplies like pens, calendars, and envelopes, to supplies like laser toners, inkjet cartridges, ribbons, and paper, to equipment like laser printers, inkjet printers, shredders, and more. Ashland Office Supply Office USA has it all. Go online to ashlandoffice.com or call 800-926-1267. Ashland Office Supply Office USA, 2129 Street, Ashland.
The ball barely touches the floor on most nights for Boyd County as one of the most prolific offensive attacks in the state, and they know how to score the basketball. Boyd County's 82.2 points a game ranks third in the state, behind only Lyon County and St. X. With a record of 25-6, the Lions suffered back-to-back losses only once this season, falling to Fleming and Harlan County in mid-February. But a 3-game winning streak headed to Morehead is what the Lions are currently highlighted by, with a third win of the year over Ashland, 56-55 in overtime for the 64th District Championship. Jacob Spurlock led the way with 26 points, with 16 coming in the fourth and overtime period. He also grabbed 13 rebounds in the win. Spurlock paces the Lions with 23 points a game. Cole Hicks counters with 14.9 a night. And Jason Ellis adds nearly 11 points while leading the team in rebounding with 7.5 per contest. Rhett Holbrook nets 8 a game. Drew Smith kicks in 7.5 off the bench. And point guard Griffin Taylor adds 7 per evening. Tonight, Boyd County and East Carter opens the 16th Region Boys Tournament as Boyd starts its journey towards the Lions' 12th regional title. The matchup is a rematch of last year's thrilling 60-51 overtime win over the Raiders in the opening round. Spurlock had 19 for the Lions and Hicks kicked in 17. The meeting between the teams marks only the 5th time they've met in Moorhead, with the lone Raiders win coming in 1986, when the Raiders won their first regional championship. The Lions hammered the Raiders 92-48 on December 9th out in Summit after Spurlock rolled off 43 and hit 9 threes in the thumping. This has been the Big Sandy Superstores Team Spotlight. We return for more from Moorhead after this on Kool TV.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too.
Boom, dum, dum. Get low, get low, get low. 369, ooh, she fine. Hoping she can sing it to me one more time. Get low, get low, get low, get low.
Grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry and get wild.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor.
And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff in our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
At Preston Family Funeral Home, we understand how making decisions during the loss of a loved one can be most difficult. You can help relieve this burden on your family with pre-planning at Preston Family Funeral Home. It's safe, secure, and simple. You can transfer your existing plan from any other funeral home to Preston Family Funeral Home by simply calling 606-325-4946. Preston Family Funeral Home. Our family serving yours because we care.
Are you looking for a shop that features unique clothing, jewelry, and gifts? Zella Rose Boutique has it all at 9724 Route 60, directly across from Camp Landing. At Zella Rose Boutique, you'll find unique women's clothing, beautiful jewelry, handbags, baby clothing, UK apparel and accessories, and wonderful gift items. Stop by and let Kelly and Judy help you with all your shopping needs, Tuesday through Friday from noon to 6, with Saturday hours posted weekly on their website, ZellaRoseBoutique.com.
Blue collar is the testament that is East Carter basketball. Pack your lunch pail and go to work is the mentality of Cole Brammer's squad, who will never get outworked on the floor. MTXE has been a term around the Raiders program for years, simply meaning maximum toughness, extra effort, and that's exactly what the Raiders bring to the table. The Raiders turned in a 17-12 season headed to Moorhead with a handful of contests that could have swung the season winning total to 20+ with a different bounce of the ball on any given night. East won 5 of 6 leading into the 62nd District title against Morgan, only to come up short in the fourth quarter and fall 49-44. Blake Hall led the Raiders with 19 points and 11 rebounds. Evan Goodman tossed in 13. Quentin Johnson added 6 points and grabbed 14 rebounds. Goodman and Hall are the pinnacle of East Carter's offense. Goodman is in range nearly anywhere on his side of the court, and Hall is arguably the most physical player in the entire region. Goodman nets 18-8 a game, and Hall adds 16 a night while leading the team in rebounding with just over 9 a contest. Ty and Tate Scott kick in a combined 13 a game, with Gavin Sexton and Quentin Johnson rounding out the normal rotation. Tonight's matchup with Boyd County is a rematch of the same round as last year, as well as a regular season contest that the Raiders got taken to the woodshed in December. East fell to Boyd 60-51 in overtime last year to open the regional tournament. Connor Skaggs led the Raiders with 20 points and 17 rebounds as the Raiders nearly pulled off the upset of the year. Hall added 12 points and 8 rebounds. Goodman kicked in 9. Tonight marks only the 5th time the Raiders and the Lions have squared off in Moorhead, with the Raiders' lone win coming in 1986 in a 60-59 4-overtime thriller in the semifinals, as East would go on to win its first regional championship. This has been the Big Sandy Superstore's Team Spotlight. We return for more from Moorhead after this on Kool TV.
Clay's Pharmacy in Catlettsburg offers so much, like prescriptions and easy transfers, COVID-19 vaccinations, flu shots, bathroom and mobility aids, diabetes specialized care. They accept most insurances, including Medicare and Medicaid. They have convenient multi-dose packaging, even prescriptions for pets, and drive-thru is available. Clay's Pharmacy is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6:30, Saturdays 9 to 2, closed on Sundays. Clay's Pharmacy, 3513 Court Street, Catlettsburg, just off US 23. Check them out on Facebook or online at clayspharmacy.com.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Scott Sharp, your 100th district representative, wishes the best of luck to all the 16th regional teams. Just as Scott Sharp works hard for you, he understands the hard work each team puts in to get to this regional competition. As your representative, his team puts forth all they have for the betterment of Kentuckians. Continue to strive to be the best, young athletes. Best of luck to all of you from your 100th district representative, Scott Sharp.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event, with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Carolina Boulevard in Grayson. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Fuji Japanese Sushi and Steakhouse still offers authentic and delicious cuisine at 915 13th Street, Ashland, including monthly sushi specials. The convenient location and affordable prices make Fuji a natural choice for dine-in or takeout. Fuji's variety in taste and high-quality fresh ingredients, coupled with the always great hibachi grill chefs, make it an affordable place to enjoy the great cuisine at Fuji Japanese Sushi and Steakhouse, 13th Street, Ashland.
Welcome back to Morehead State University, the Pepsi broadcast table. And this is the Clark's Pumpkin Shop, 16th region. Tonight, it's boys basketball tournament, and this is the game changer. And this is where we talk about the keys of the game. It's time now to look at the keys to the game. Coach Easterling is brought to you by Ron LeMaster Insurance in South Shore. They have all of your key insurance needs like life, health, car, and home. What are the keys to the game tonight, Coach E?
All right, man. First of all, tempo. East Carter cannot run up and down the floor with Boyd County. For that matter of fact, nobody can. Nobody can force tempo.
Well, me and you can.
Well, yeah, okay. But, I mean, East Carter can run off turnovers. They can run off maybe a long rebound. Otherwise, you're going to walk it up. You're going to make Boyd County play defense. You're going to run your offense, reverse the ball. Second of all, transition defense. When you miss a shot, you can't get caught down inside if you're East Carter and let Boyd get easy baskets. It can't happen. You can't give up easy baskets in this game when you're trying to beat a team that is more talented than you are. Third, Dickie, East Carter has got to get out on Boyd County and guard them and make them put the ball on the floor. Mm-hmm. This is an amazing stat. All of Boyd County starters, except for Jason Ellis, and the first two people off the bench are all shooting 37% or higher from three.
Wow.
Most teams don't shoot that well from three. So
Yeah.
you can't step back and let them get, I call them free throw threes. You can't let them line it up. You got to get up. You got to make them put it on the floor. You got to guard them. And then last, I think it's imperative that East Carter gets off to a good start tonight. Otherwise, they're going to be thinking about that December 9 game, when we got blew out. Good start is imperative for East Carter.
Yeah, I think to add to that, East could be a team that will guard them. East could be a team that will play physical.
They're going to have to.
So we'll see how that goes. This is the Game Changer, sending it down the line after this break. Game Changer is powered by Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods. Back in a moment on Kool TV.
James Do It Best Hardware, located at 137 Scott Street in Olive Hill, has been your local hometown hardware store since 1979. With spring just around the corner, James has a full selection of steel products for all your outdoor needs. Ready to spruce up your home? Check out their wide array of Do It Best quality paints for any color you may wish. James has a wide variety of hand tools for all your projects around the home, along with rope and chain cutting, nuts and bolts, and lumber available on site. For your next home improvement project, stop by and see the great folks at James Do It Best Hardware, proudly supporting high school athletics for 40 years.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky. McLeod's Body Shop in Ashland uses only state-of-the-art auto body equipment and high-quality paint products in delivering outstanding customer service and outstanding craftsmanship for domestic and foreign vehicles, whether it's a major collision repair or a minor door ding, frame straightening, PPG finish with lifetime warranty. Rely on the family-owned and operated McLeod's Body Shop since 1981. Free estimates, pickup, and delivery. Call 606-329-1616. McLeod's Body Shop, 4555 13th Street, Ashland.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor.
And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff in our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
See what it's like to be an eagle. In the mountains of eastern Kentucky, Morehead State University carries on a championship tradition that gives everyone a reason to cheer. MSU is where you can win on the field and in the classroom. Join the Eagle Nation.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Back at the Pepsi broadcast table, getting ready for Boyd County and East Carter. James Conner, Spencer Hutchinson, happy to have you along with us here tonight. We're going to take a quick moment here before we get rolling on this, and I'm going to bring Coach Hager Easterling back in with me. The Boyd County and East Carter's only met 4 times in a regional tournament. Boyd leads the series 3-1. The one game that East Carter won back in 1986, it's still a record. 4 overtimes. East won 60-59 in the semifinals, went on to win the championship, their first ever in school history. And Coach, you and I, we've been talking about it the last couple of days, and you still tired from that game.
I am. I'm still wore out, James. Still trying to recover, man.
Now, an interesting thing about that game, no three-point line.
Right.
Overtime periods were only 3 minutes.
Yes.
And that explains a lot of why you look at a 4 overtime game, you think now you're up in triple digits. That's why that game was 60-59.
Yeah, we'd actually beaten them twice during the regular season pretty easy. And when you think about Roger Zorns, his calling card, you think about full court pressure, man-to-man, run and jump, get after you. He did that the first 2 games, and we had probably the best point guard, without a doubt, the best point guard in the region, one of the best in the state, Brandon Baker. And he made us really, really, really hard to press, almost impossible. So Roger changed in that game and went completely half-court man and played 1-3-1, and he hadn't done that all year. And it's just a slow pace. And, James, I would kind of compare that game to a Rocky movie. I mean, it was just the officials let you play. You didn't get fouled unless they grabbed your arm and you were shooting it. I mean, it was physical. And both teams, and that's okay because both teams adjusted to it. Both teams played that way. And, man, I mean, it was just knock down, drag out.
Well, it was crazy. You were telling me just a few moments ago, said that was a game that you guys were mentally prepared for because you'd played in a 5 overtime game with Bath County earlier in the season.
Yeah, we did during the regular season. Chris Swartz on that team for Bath County. Roy Wright was the head coach, the official Roy Wright. Still the all-time leading scorer at Bath. 5 overtimes in East Carter. Our first game against Rowan County that year went into overtime. So we were ready.
Ready to go. Funny how history comes full circle.
Yeah.
Coach, enjoy the game tonight.
Absolutely, man. Thank you.
I'll bring in my partner this evening, Spencer Hutchinson, and you look at the 2 matchups. Again, this is a repeat of the December 9th matchup, 92-48. But Spencer, you and I were on the call for that game, and it was a game that Boyd County out of the gate. Jacob Spurlock could have closed his eyes and thrown it behind his head. It was going in. Dropped 43 points in the win.
Boyd County wasn't losing to anybody that night. No offense to anybody across the state, but when Spurlock is hitting like he did that night, I mean, who do you put on him? I mean, I don't think anybody in the region's guard him. And me and Cole Bramer right here before the game, we were talking. I said, he goes, well, we can't allow Spurlock to get hot. We got to guard him well. I said, Coach, you guys guarded him last time. So yeah. It's just one of those things where, if you're hot, you're hot. East Carter needs to make this half-court game. If you get up in here and try to make this an attract me with Boyd County, you might see a repeat of that game. So
yeah.
A lot to be discussed.
Let's go get our starting lineups. They're brought to you apart by Texas Roadhouse. We find great steaks and more. Usual suspects for both sides for the Raiders. Ty and Tate Scott, Blake Hall, Evan Goodman, Quentin Johnson. They've kind of been settled in for much of the season. You know what you get from the leadership of the Scots. Goodman, Blake Hall, he's one of the most physical player in the 16th region. I've said that openly many, many times this year. And Quentin Johnson, he's kind of settled himself in, has become a really good 5th man for the team.
Absolutely. And you want to look at an X factor on this team. You could talk about Tate and Ty Scott and Goodman and Blake Hall. Quentin Johnson's the X factor. If he comes off and gets 2 or 3 threes, that changes the way East Carter is able to play. So it's one of those things. Goodman and the Scott brothers and Blake Hall are going to get theirs. But when you add scoring from Sexton, who comes off the bench, when you add scoring from Johnson, who gets that start, it changes the dynamic of the team. So, a lot.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Randy Anderson's Boyd County Lions. Griffin Taylor, Jacob Spurlock, Cole Hicks, Jason Ellis, Red Holbrook. It's been the same starting 5 all season long. Again, Spurlock, 4th in the state in 3-point goals made per game, averaging 4. Boyd County, 3rd in the state in scoring, averaging over 82 a contest. They just get after it. I mean, that's just no other way to say it. I mean, they do get after it. And it's, again, you can have a night where maybe Spurlock doesn't get things going. You've got other guys, Red Holbrook, Cole Hicks. All those guys can jump in there, can pick your poison. Let's take a look at our officials this evening. Brought to you apart by Tri-State Ophthalmology. For complete eye care, see the good folks at Tri-State Ophthalmology. Brian Sandlin, Tony Pompilio, Tim O'Hare. That is, I believe. Yeah, that's the correct gentleman. I was looking at the second game. Tony Pompilio, we had him here on Monday night. I was just talking with him just a few moments ago. They actually are, again, short on refs up in the ninth reason as well, but we got a very, very experienced crew here this evening.
You're looking at Boyd County stats on the season. Jacob Spurlock, 23 points per game. That's 25th in the state. They got 3 guys averaging double digits. And you look on East Carter's stats. Evan Goodman, 18.8. Blake Hall was 16. And then it kind of fades out a little bit. You get Ty Scott, 7.6. So a lot to be discussed here.
We got to go across the way. Chuck Riss for our announcements of our starting lineups and our officiating crew this evening.
Good evening and welcome to the LFT Johnson Arena, Morehead State University, and the 2024 16th Region Boys Basketball Tournament. In this evening's first game, the runners-up from the 62nd District, the Raiders of East Carter, meet the winners of the 64th District, the Lions of Boyd County. Let's meet the starting lineup. First, for the visiting team, East Carter. For the Raiders, starting at guard, 6'2" senior, number 1, Evan Goodman. At guard, a 5'9" senior, number 21, Ty Scott. At guard, a 5'9" senior, number 25, Tate Scott. At forward, a 6'2" junior, number 24, Quentin Johnson. And at forward, a 6' senior, number 10, Blake Hall. East Carter has a record of 17 wins and 12 losses. The Raiders are coached by Cole Brammer, assisted by Micah Adams, Brady Bush, Bradley Cherry, and Stephen Sparks. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the home team, Boyd County. For the Lions, starting at guard, a 6'3" sophomore, number 2, Jacob Spurlock. At guard, a 5'11" junior, number 4, Griffin Taylor. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 1, Cole Hicks. At forward, a 6'3" junior, number 23, Rhett Holbrook. And at forward, a 6'4" senior, number 3, Jason Ellis. Boyd County has a record of 25 wins and 6 losses. The Lions are coached by Randy Anderson, assisted by Joe Gilbert, Drew Jones, Jesse Wallace, and Jerry Spurlock. The officials assigned to this evening's first game, Ryan Sandlin, Tony Pompilio, and Tim O'Hara.
Our tip-off tonight is brought to you apart by Cisco Barbershop in Canova, where no appointments are needed. And the first quarter is brought to you apart by Leith Clark Wealth Management. Let Leith help you with all your retirement needs. Hey, that's what he does. Let's go to the Cisco Barbershop tip-off cam, center court. Blake Hall and Jason Ellis ready to put this basketball game underway. The boys tournament 2024 edition. Off we go. Ball into the backcourt. Boyd County controls it. And here we go. They'll work it from left to right as you view it on your screen, the same as I do here courtside at LST.
The first 5 minutes are so critical for East Carter.
Nice job there by the Raiders taking it away from Spurlock, and a quick turnover. That's something that they got to be able to capitalize on when you force those opportunities.
They're going to have huge turnovers at pivotal times, James.
Here's Goodman on the wing left side. Hands it off there to Tate.
Boyd County man-to-man starting out.
That's pretty much what they're going to do most of the game. Goodman looks underneath. Blake Hall on a curl under the basket, and the Raiders take a 2-0 lead out of the gate.
Cannot allow Blake Hall to get any space. He'll make you pay.
Here's Holbrook. Griffin Taylor sets up the offense, trailing by 2. 50 seconds gone here in the opening period.
East Carter also start down man.
Here's Hicks, curls off a screen. Johnson cuts him off. Teardrop up, partially blocked. Jason Ellis takes it back away, pumps. He'll go out in the corner. Spurlock from a long 3's on the way, no.
Raiders very fortunate there.
Tate Scott will slow things down, leading 2-0 are the Raiders. Cole Hicks will greet him on the Eagles logo at midcourt. Hand off to Hall. Hall into the keyhole, hands it off there to Ty Scott. Now out to Evan Goodman. He'll line up a three. It's on the way. No.
Good defense there for Boyd County, not letting Blake Hall get downhill.
There's Red Holbrook out in transition. Feeds it off underneath. And gliding to the basket was Griffin Taylor. And we're even at 2. That's something Boyd County does so well. It's positionless basketball. They've got 5 guys out there that just run and go.
Can't get in a running match with these guys.
Tate and Ty trade possessions. Now Goodman near side on the left wing. Tate will set things up. 2 minutes gone here in the first, even at 2. Russell and Rowlandton later tonight. Morgan Fleming tomorrow night, and then followed by Ashland and Greenup County. Here's Evan Goodman from the elbow. That one's silky smooth. He's got his first points of the night. It's 4-2 Raiders.
Good job by Evan Goodman getting his defender behind him.
Raiders stand at man-to-man. Got Blake Hall chasing around on Spurlock.
Somebody lost Ellis down low.
And Spurlock out top. That one rattles in and out. No good. Chance for the Raiders to extend their lead.
Ellis was standing down low in the paint doing jumping jacks, trying to get the ball down there.
Here's Scott. Tries to force it inside to Blake Hall, and it's stolen away. Outlet out to Cole Hicks.
This is where Boyd County's so dangerous right here.
And Holbrook glides to the basket. Silky smooth. As he puts it up and in, we're even at 4.
Boyd County has to be top 10 in the state in points off turnovers. They have to be.
And the scoring margin, again, 82.2, giving up only 63 a game. They make you pay in the most unique ways. Here's Hall on the post. Working on Holbrook, and he loses it out of bounds. Back to Boyd County.
Maybe just went off his knee as he tried to turn the corner there.
3 minutes gone here in the opening period. We're even at 4. Good start by both teams. Raiders shooting at 67%. Boyd 2 for 4. They've missed all 3 3-point attempts attempted by both teams thus far.
Both teams just feeling each other out right now.
Epic showdown last year here in the overtimes.
Good job by Evan Goodman.
In the opening round, 60-51, and Boyd County inked that one out. Holbrook, long 3, no good. Hicks saves it in.
Hey, you won't mirror ball this one.
Jason Ellis battling for the rebound inside, draws the contact and the finish. Strong finish there by Jason Ellis.
Got to be able to rebound better if you're East Carter. If you're going to get out and play on Monday, you can't allow that to happen.
Boyd grabs its first lead of the night. They lead it by 2. Ellis last year in this game, 7 points, 17 rebounds. He and Connor Skaggs went after each other in that one.
I think that you saw how lengthy that Boyd County team is on that possession.
There's Goodman. Cole Hicks working on him. Both teams have been in man-to-man so far. Goodman comes off the elbow, tries to go inside to Hall. And it's out of bounds. He's saying it was held.
I think he was too.
Yeah, the turnover gives it back to Boyd County. 3rd turnover of the basketball game by the Raiders.
Neither team's really lighting the nets up thus far, Joe James.
No, they're kind of trying to fill it out here early on. East is
nice
not
move
scoreless.
by Ellis.
7.
That's pretty.
Ellis with the spin to the basket.
Textbook. Big possession here for East Carter early in the game, James.
Down 8-4. Here's Hall. Stops on the elbow, brings it back out top of the key. Scott will take it there. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the opening period.
If I'm Cole Brammer, I'm telling my kids, look up above the basket. Do you see the shot clock? There's no reason to rush. I mean,
Scott tied up. Nearly stolen away there by Hicks. Here's Hall. Stops. Long range jumper. Good.
Oh, that's pretty.
4 points for Blake Hall. Trims the lead to 2. Now Raiders going to try to pick it up in the backcourt. We'll get immediate timeout on our next dead ball. Holbrook off the wing. Gives it back to Taylor. He'll reset for the offense. Leading by 2 are the Lions. Ellis on the wing. Right side in front of Johnson. Gets in the lane. Cut off.
Nice backdoor cut.
Silky sweet as Cole Hicks finishes for his first bucket of the night. 10-6. Lions lead at 4.
Something that goes unmentioned. These teams have probably had their longest break since the beginning of the season, James.
Good look there on your Furco instant replay on that back cut there by Hicks. Here's Hall. Little stutter step to the rack. Off the glass. A Kentucky Farmers bank shot. Blake Hall has 6.
There may be a little condensation there at mid-floor.
Nice take there by Griffin Taylor as he glides in the basket. He's got 4. And all of a sudden, things have picked up here in the last minute.
I think Quentin Johnson may have injured his left leg coming down the floor last time. Slipped right here in front of us.
Trying to play through it as We continue to play on. We're inside of 2 minutes to go here in the first. Here's Goodman.
Good defense.
Scott will back it back out, reset. Taylor chasing him on the Eagles logo. Puts in an overdrive, goes down the center of the lane, partially blocked. Go Hicks with a rebound. Here come the Lions.
Tried a little 5 out there. Boyd County just got a lot of length, man.
Here's Holbrook. Big chase by Goodman. Slams on the brakes. Out to Ellis. Ellis attacks on Johnson, and he'll get a hold right there as Quentin Johnson picks up our first foul of the basketball game. And that brings us to our first media timeout. All media timeouts in the tournament brought to you apart by the great folks at Advantage Plus Realty. 1:27 to play here in the first quarter. Boyd leads East Carter 12-8. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament on Kool TV.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC. We are the home office.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too.
Back to Pepsi broadcast table. James Carter, Spencer Hutchinson. Happy to have you along with us here tonight. 1:27 to go in the first period. Boyd County leading East Carter 12-8.
This 16th Region Tournament game is brought to you in part by Double Drizzle and Summit. Great tasting cupcakes, cakes, and other pastries are found at Double Drizzle.
Hicks with the inbound, working for the curl. Takes it back out to Taylor. Nice stretch there as Taylor from the OVC logo curls it back in. That was as sweet as a fresh rutabaga.
That was Odell Beckham and then Keith Bogan's jump shot.
6 points for Taylor. And it's a 6-point lead for the Lions, their largest of the ball game.
Another huge possession here for the Raiders.
Raiders got to get a score here. Here's Goodman. He wants a 3-ball. It's on the way. It's good.
Huge answer there.
Clark's Pump and Shop triple. Cuts the lead to 3. 1 minute to play first period. And you look at the way East Carter has played here as compared to what it was whenever we played that game back on the 9th as Rhett Holbrook finishes. It's just a different atmosphere right now.
Well, I think East Carter is more relaxed. They just did not look good that night, James.
5-point lead for the Lions. 40 seconds to play in the first. I wouldn't be so shocked here to watch the Raiders try to dribble out this final 35 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I agree. If he can. I mean, Boyd County does a really good job pressuring the ball, and they force those turnovers, and that leads to points.
Here's Scott to the basket. Gives it off to Blake Hall, and a curl underneath. Hall's got 8 in the quarter. He's halfway home to his season average of 16 a night.
I'll tell you somebody that's not afraid of Boyd County. That's Blake Hall.
Hey, that kid's not afraid of anybody. So if it goes down bad, I want him on my team.
That's right.
8 seconds to go in the quarter. Taylor works off the screen. Here's Hicks. Little stutter step into the lane. 15-footers on the way short. Evan Goodman corrals it in, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 1. Good quarter of basketball here to open the boys' 16th Region Tournament. Boyd in front of East Carter, 16-13. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament, live from Morehead State University on Kool TV.
The first quarter has been brought to you by Leaf Clark Wealth Management. Let Leaf help you with all your retirement needs. Hey, that's what he does. If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Hogs Trough in Grayson. For great tasting barbecue and more, the place to go is the Hogs Trough in Grayson.
Back to the Pepsi broadcast table. James Collier, Spencer Hutchinson. Good quarter of basketball. Boyd County leads East Carter 16-13. A good look there on your Cisco Barber Shop tip-off camera overhead. Raiders basketball to start the second period. Here we go. East Carter with Evan Goodman into the front court. Both teams have shared a lead in the contest. East has led it by 2. Boyd has led it by 6. Goodman's 3-ball is up, no good. Alex Martin, a Stoltz Pharmacy substitute, kicks it out to Jason Ellis. He glides to the basket. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Really good foul there by Tate Scott, but you got to make sure he doesn't even get that ball up when you're going to foul him.
They'll get the foul on Scott, his first, team's first. They're going to say it was on the floor before the shot attempt, so no free throws for Ellis. There's a teardrop floater up by Drew Smith. That one comes up short.
When you get possessions like this, now you've got to score if you're East Carter.
Well, East Carter right now with Hicks and Spurlock stuck on the bench over there. Here's Scott. Goodman out top now on Holbrook. Very patiently are the Raiders with the basketball so far. William Burton checking in the basketball game. Here's Goodman on the baseline. Shot up no good. Skying for that rebound was Alex Martin, the 6'4 senior. In transition, Martin on the left side out to Holbrook. He'll run the point for the moment on the handoff to Griffin Taylor.
This is the game East Carter wants it to be, the half-court game. That way, the length doesn't really come into play for Boyd County.
And a whistle away from the basketball as they're going to get that one on William Burton trying to fight through that screen, his first team second.
I think that was a good call. I thought there was a lot of contact there.
And the other thing, too, is you feel like you belong after the way you played that first quarter for East Carter.
Oh, East Carter, hey, most of these kids played on the team that had Boyd County beat last year. And I say Boyd County beat one missed free throw away, and Boyd County doesn't make the regular
They were done, yes. Caleb Lane checking in, a Stoltz Pharmacy substitute. Here's Martin tied up inside. And that's Caleb Lane that forces the tie-up. The arrow will favor Boyd County. So they'll maintain possession here with a 6:50 to go before halftime.
Caleb Lane's one of those kids that Cole Brammer puts in. Not necessarily going to score a whole lot of points, but just does exactly what he just did right there.
Averaging less than a point and rebound per night. And then Boyd County just throws it out of bounds. That's a very uncharacteristic of Griffin Taylor. He does not throw the basketball away often. Here comes Evan Goodman back in, who replaced Caleb Lane, a Stoltz Pharmacy substitute.
And Lane put in some great minutes. Like I said, not going to show up in the stats, but, you got whistles here.
Let's see what we've got. The arrow's not changed on the tie-up. The arrow should have gone the other way. There we go. Tony Pompilio jumping in there and catching that.
And I like how they're letting them play.
And that's what it's been. It was like that in both nights of the girls, and we've had ninth region officiating before, and that's what it is. I mean, they're not going to call the ticky-tack fouls. If it doesn't change the outcome of the game, they're going to play through it, and you're going to play through contact. Right. And that's one thing I will say about the 16th region this year. We saw a lot of games like that where there was a lot of contact we played through.
I didn't see any games that were affected by the officiating the 16th.
Right there is an exact example of it as Goodman got the bump, couldn't finish. Here's Holbrook in transition. Gets in the lane, draws the contact, blocked away. Out to Blake Hall, a 7-10 split as he takes out the legs of Drew Smith, diving for the basketball.
He about had to call something there.
Oh, 100%. And that's the talk about the aggressiveness right there.
Burton's lucky he didn't call for a foul down here, but if they would have called that one, they would have had to call this one down here.
Yes.
So all you ask for is consistency, and I think these officials have done great so far.
And that's the thing is that that's the thing with you work with new officials, you have to kind of figure out what their style is, and I think they're figuring it out real quick. You're going to play inside, you're going to play physical.
And one thing's for sure is these officials do not care who wins.
No. They'll still drive back the door to Kentucky tonight. Here's Ellis. Tried to go backdoor there, nothing was there. Smith feeds it inside to Ellis. Ellis off the right side. That one's blocked from behind, but Burton got him on the body. That's his second. Team foul number 4.
I think it was another good call. I think, if Burton probably doesn't jump up there, I don't think the shot goes anyways.
Yeah, he had a weird angle toward the basket.
Right.
Good look there, Randy Anderson. 14th year at the helm. 15-13 in the regional tournament. As Ellis steps to the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line for 2 free throws. Has been here with Lawrence County and Boyd County. And before we shoot the second free throw, Randy Anderson wants a 30-second timeout.
When visiting Lexington for work or play, plan on your stay with the newly renovated Homewood Suites, conveniently located off I-75 in Hamburg Pavilion. With studio and one-bedroom suites, you'll find all the modern comforts of home, including a full hot breakfast daily, evening social on Wednesday night, free Wi-Fi, and a fitness center, pool, sports court, indoor kitchen, outdoor kitchen, and fire pit. Call 859-543-0464 to make your reservation. Make your home away from home in Lexington, the Homewood Suites by Hilton at Hamburg.
6 minutes exactly to go in the half.
That was way faster than you kids. Yeah.
You didn't talk about your lovely fire pit, though.
Yeah. Of course, Kent, he loves the fire pit there.
I still have never seen the fire pit. I've been there 5-6 years.
That's because Kent hogs it.
I think so. Maybe we'll find it this year. Here's Ellis, the second free throw. Doesn't go home. Big rebound there by Blake Hall as he tiptoes and, trying to hold his foot down. Same score we had after one quarter of play.
Hey, East Carter keeps putting their foot in the door, but they're going to have to capitalize. They're going to get some points here.
Baseline jumper by Tate Scott is silky smooth as it flies through.
There's a different vibe in the air, James, than what we called it in Canonsburg just, 3 months ago, 2 months ago?
December the 9th. That was on the Boyd County Round Ball Classic, and it was just a absolute trip to the woodshed. Alex Martin's three ball on the way. No. Big rebound inside by Scott. Spurlock in and Hicks back in for Stoltz Pharmacy. Substitutes out of that timeout. Chance for the Raiders to regain the lead. Their last time they had it at 4-2. Back with 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Here's Goodman on the wing.
The defense has picked up. It feels different for Boyd County. The intensity is different on this possession. East Carter knows it, and Tate's going to back it all the way out.
And that's the thing, is that the longer Boyd County has to play in this style of basketball, the more frustrating they get, the more the basket shrinks and becomes difficult to put it down. Look at the foul on Alex Martin on the trip there. His first team foul for the Lions in the basketball game.
And I think East Carter playing the way that they are right now is also a tip of the hat to the 62nd District. Morgan County, a really good team that you'll see tomorrow.
Here's Goodman. Jacob Spurlock chasing him. He is 0 for 2 in this basketball game. Goodman trying to get some position. And we're going the other way. I believe. Nope, they'll get this foul on Spurlock.
No, I think that's a good call, James. Spurlock kind of lowered his shoulder there. Blake Hall was set. I mean, he wasn't moving.
There's one thing about Blake Hall is he's going to figure out every position of the floor, the way it feels on this basketball floor.
One thing that Blake Hall doesn't have in his vocabulary is flop.
No, there's no flop. You're going to feel every position that he hits. Stay tuned with us at the half. Coach Ian Dickey will break all this one down with the scoring and stats. Get you ready for game 2 tonight. A good one, Rowan County and Russell. Then back here tomorrow night, 6:30 tip-off. Morgan County and Fleming County in the first game, followed by Greenup and Ashland. And then the girls on Friday for the semifinals championship. Saturday, boys back here Monday and Tuesday for the semifinals and finals. All those games can be seen right here on Kool TV.
Here's Scott with a chance here to maybe got away with the travel there.
He had the position. I think he should have gone on in. He had the angle there off the elbow.
Yeah, I agree. East Carter being very patient.
Here's Hall. Glides in the basket. What a take by Blake Hall, and the Raiders have the lead. Blake Hall has 10. Very quiet by the Lions. Faithful on the far side.
Oh, what a drive.
Nice little take there by Drew Smith with a right hand on the left side. We trade leads on alternating possessions.
This has the makings for another instant classic, James.
It would be tough to beat that one we had last year here. We're playing volleyball inside. Coming out of there with it are the Lions.
No, he got travel.
Yeah, he got travel there. Spurlock's 3 in transition is good. Jacob Spurlock with a Clark's Pump and Shop 3 ball. That pushes the lead to 4. His first point of the ball game.
Not only that, but Boyd County's first triple of the game.
Scott slams on the brakes, gives it off to his brother. Ty will back it out to reset. And East Carter wants a 30-second timeout.
When visiting Lexington for work or play, plan your stay at the newly renovated Homewood Suites, conveniently located off I-75 at the Hamburg Pavilion. With studio and one-bedroom suites, you'll find all the modern comforts of home, including a full hot breakfast daily, evening social, Wednesday night, free Wi-Fi and fitness center, pool, sports court, outdoor kitchen, and fire pit. Call 859-543-0464 to make your reservation. Make your home away from home in Lexington, the Homewood Suites by Hilton at Hamburg. I tell you what, Kent, you can't do it better than that right there.
Blake Hall right now, he puts me a lot of mind of Plankton. He's just aggressive, trying to take everything away. He's trying to steal away the Krabby Patties and take it to the chum bucket.
Let me tell you something about Blake Hall. When Blake Hall goes on vacation to wherever he's going, if there's a jungle, the Lions are scared of Blake Hall. The Tigers hide from Blake Hall. This kid has no, and sometimes that may not be a good thing. He has no fear.
He has no fear. And it's always funny. It's like when he came out of basketball season, or football season into basketball season, you had to get the football out of him. What
he little
bit
football.
What you can get football out. That's what I said. He didn't play football. It's the problem.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Could you imagine putting pads and helmet on that kid?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Raiders basketball out of the timeout. Both teams burning one timeout here in the opening half, 4 remaining each way. We'll approach the 3-minute mark left to go here in the half with our second media timeout coming up on the other side of it. 4-point lead by the Lions after the Raiders regain the lead.
East Carter, if I'm them, I'm holding this until they bring pressure. Yeah, absolutely. Evan Goodman was content with just standing right up there.
Again, the more time you take off the clock and you're within striking distance, the fewer trips that Boyd County has to rush it up and down the floor.
Absolutely. But also, kind of add to that, the longer you hold the possession, the more likely you are to turn it over.
Exactly.
And East Carter, there you go, almost right there.
In that game back in December, Boyd County shot it 60 times that night. Here this evening, 18.
East Carter's almost scored more points tonight than they did in their whole game in Canonsburg.
Yeah, it seems like that way.
I can say that.
92-48 was the final score, so a little bit from that.
Nobody can say that except for me.
Here's Goodman. 2:20 to go in the half. Out top of the key to Scott.
It's just a good old-fashioned game of keep away right now, James.
And it's, again, how well can you take care of the basketball and how much pressure can Boyd County get away with not forcing a costly reach in and picking up a cheap foul.
This is smart. This is so smart by Cole Bramer. It's going to frustrate Boyd County, and they're going to feel like, oh, we need to score now. They're going to start forcing shots. This is so smart.
This is, you get your people that's crying right now, shot clock era, but it's, again, if you don't have the shot clock, you can take it away.
Hey, there you go. There's been times where Boyd County's held the ball this year, too. I've watched them.
And Cole Bramer.
Yeah, there's no way.
No, they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, there's just no way. Sorry. And Cole Bramer's not happy about it.
Yeah, they get the foul on Goodman, his first, team's 5th offensive foul. So we'll go to the Advantage Plus Realty media timeout with 1:41 to go in the half. 21-17, Boyd County in front. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament live on Kool TV.
The Ashland area YMCA is where families and friends come to stay active and have fun. As a staple of the Ashland community for 125 years, we offer a wide range of activities and classes. We have something for all ages and interests, from cardio, fitness, and personal training, to swimming at our junior Olympic-sized pool, to a variety of sports facilities and programs. Visit us today at the Ashland area YMCA.
Home is where you hang your hat. And if you're looking for a newer, nicer home to hang your hat in, talk to the Commercial Bank of Grayson. You'll like our selection of fixed and adjustable rate mortgages and competitive rates. We also offer construction loans, auto loans, online and mobile banking, and many other services. Commercial Bank of Grayson. Grayson and Olive Hill. Here for you for 125 years and counting. And you can hang your hat on that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back at the Pepsi broadcast table, James and Spencer. Happy to have you along with us here. Good one to open up the boys' 16th Region Tournament. Boyd County leading East Carter 21-17. We're real quick. A couple of shout-outs. Jared Stacy got us tuned in down in Evansville, the OVC tournament. Richie Bloom watching at home as well. Greatly appreciate everyone tuning in, watching here with us on Kool TV. Out of the timeout, Lions basketball. What a feed there as Red Holbrook Kicks it off into Griffin Taylor as he gets his 8th point of the night.
Yeah, Taylor did a really good job of waiting for his defender to fly by before he put it off the glass.
6-point lead. That matches the largest of the ball game.
Full court press here now.
And that's something that Boyd County can do because of when you make it go through the bucket, you can set up in that press. You can't do that when you don't score it.
East Carter's very fortunate that they didn't get a 10-second there. The referees must have said that the possession changed because that was well over 10 seconds.
There's Scott on the wing. Takes it inside this Hall. Hall powers it off the window. A Clark's a Kentucky Farmers bank shot, his 12th of the ball game.
You know, East Carter did a really good job of changing their personnel there. They got the matchup they wanted to with Blake Hall, and they capitalized.
Hall had a double-double in that district championship game, 19 points, 11 rebounds. Spurlock with a silky smooth spin, but can't finish, gets his own rebound, turns in traffic, puts it off the glass and in.
Tough play there by Spurlock.
A Kentucky Farmers bank shot there by Spurlock. He's got 5 in the quarter, and it's the largest lead of the ball game. It has ballooned out to 6 again. Raiders nearly turn it over in backcourt. Hall off the wing.
Oh.
Scott fouled on the left side, and he'll shoot 2.
Threading the needle with those passes. Well, it looked like that to us. We're on the floor, so it may look like that differently on your screen, but.
Scott to the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line. 67% free throw shooter is the senior, averaging 5 points, 2 rebounds a game. 4 points and a rebound in that loss to Morgan County in the district championship. Here comes Lane and Johnson on. Stoltz Pharmacy substitutes, replacing Burton and Goodman. 11.9 to play in the frame. 5-point lead by the Lions. They've led it by as many as 6 multiple times here in this quarter. Second free throw's on the way is nothing but net. 4 points for Scott. Final possession of the half coming up. Here's Taylor. He finds a lane to the basket all the way to the rim. Shot up, no good. Johnson corrals it out, and he'll dribble out the final seconds.
Smart play
of the first half. Scott will launch a three-quarter court shot. It was late, and that takes us to the half. Boyd County leads East Carter 25-21. Coach Ian Dickey will break it down on the other side. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament live from Morehead State University on Kool TV.
The second quarter has been brought to you by the Hogs Trough in Grayson. Check out the slow smoked barbecue pork, brisket, chicken, beef, and more at the Hogs Trough in Grayson.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
At Preston Family Funeral Home, we understand how making decisions during the loss of a loved one can be most difficult. You can help relieve this burden on your family with pre-planning at Preston Family Funeral Home. It's safe, secure, and simple. You can transfer your existing plan from any other funeral home to Preston Family Funeral Home by simply calling 606-325-4946. Preston Family Funeral Home. Our family serving yours because we care.
Scott Sharp, your 100th district representative, wishes the best of luck to all the 16th regional teams. Just as Scott Sharp works hard for you, he understands the hard work each team puts in to get to this regional competition. As your representative, his team puts forth all they have for the betterment of Kentuckians. Continue to strive to be the best, young athletes. Best of luck to all of you from your 100th district representative, Scott Sharp.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Morehead State University in Johnson Arena for the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Boys Basketball Tournament. This is the game changer. Halftime, Boyd leads at the half, 25-21. East Carter hanging right in. We're going to go to scoring summary with Coach Hager Easterling. Scoring summary brought to you in part by Bowman's Auto Collision Service in Flatwoods. They can take care of all your auto needs. Coach, what you got for us?
Good, hard-fought game, man. I agree with you. First quarter, Boyd County outscores East 16-13. Boyd also wins the second quarter 9-8 to set our halftime score of 25-21. Both teams blistering the nets. Boyd County 12 for 22 for 55%. East 9 for 15 for 60%. Boyd County 1 for 6 on 3, 17%. East 1 for 3, 33%. Free throw shooting, Boyd County had 2, missed them both. East Carter had 2, made them both. Very entertaining first half. What'd you think about it?
I watched the band, sorry.
The band's good, too.
What'd you say?
It's really good. The band is good. Very entertaining first half.
It's a great game to watch. Both teams played hard. East battling in there, and they're hanging in there and slowing the game way down. They did it with about 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go before half, and just got a game plan.
Yeah.
Boyd changed up defense a couple times, and then they started pressing. So we'll see how the second half goes.
I think both teams are doing exactly what they need to do to win the game, Dickie. East has got a slow tempo. They're not rushing the ball off the floor. Boyd County, on the other hand, is trying to force tempo. Like you said, they were pressing there a couple trips. I think both coaches are doing a great job.
All right, this is Game Changer halftime. Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. That's Papa John's in Grayson and in Flatwood. Back in just a moment on Kool TV.
Let's go! Woo! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Football time! Set the tone. Kyle, tie your shoes, tie your shoes. Yeah, good job. Woo! Yeah!
Grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry and get wild.
From hand-cut steaks to fall off the bone rib, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com or download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to get on the wait list or place an order to go online. Fresh baked bread with honey cinnamon butter will melt in your mouth. At Texas Roadhouse, order their legendary catering for your next event. Texas Roadhouse, 501 Winchester Avenue, across from the Ashland Town Center Mall. Texas Roadhouse will help you support your local school.
You hear the words banking convenience. Well, at Citizens Bank of Kentucky, we take it to the next step. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with our new ATMs. To make a deposit, follow the easy steps. The Citizens Bank of Kentucky ATM will accept your deposits, and you can deposit cash and checks at the same time.
Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
McLeod's Body Shop in Ashland uses only state-of-the-art auto body equipment and high-quality paint products in delivering outstanding customer service and outstanding craftsmanship for domestic and foreign vehicles, whether it's a major collision repair or a minor door ding, frame straightening, PPG finish with lifetime warranty. Rely on the family-owned and operated McLeod's Body Shop since 1981. Free estimates, pickup, and delivery. Call 606-329-1616. McLeod's Body Shop, 4555 13th Street, Ashland.
Back here at Morehead State University, home of the boys' 16th Region Basketball Tournament, Pepsi Broadcast Table. This is the Game Changer halftime. What a game it is. Boyd County at half leads East Carter only 25-21. And we're going to go to some more stats here. Individual scoring brought to you by Kurt Robinson, State Farm Insurance. Let Kurt Robinson help you with all of your insurance needs.
For Boyd County, Griffin Taylor leading the way with 8 points. Had a really good first half for Boyd County. Jacob Spurlock with 5 for East Carter. Blake Hall, man, 6 for 7 from the field, 12 points first half. Bad news is East Carter only had 3 guys score. Got to have a couple more guys score.
Turnovers are brought to you by the Grenham County Public Library. Turn the pages on your favorite books, ready for you to check out at the Grenham County Public Library.
Both coaches are probably happy with this. Just 2 turnovers for Boyd County. 5 for East Carter, gives Boyd County an 8-2 advantage in points off turnovers.
Rebounds brought to you by Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank with locations in Ashland, Summit, Calixburg, and Louisa.
Boyd County up 1 at the half on the rebounding, 9-8. The bad thing about that is all East Carter's 8 rebounds are on the defensive end. no offensive rebounds. But if you're going to get back in transition and try to shut that off, you're going to give up something somewhere, and they're doing an offensive rebound. They have no points in the paint here. I don't know what they're watching. There's been plenty of points in the paint.
Yeah, they have been, Coach. This is Game Changer at the halftime. Boyd County 25, East Carter 21. Game Changer brought to you by Papa John's Pizza in Grayson and Flatwoods right here on Kool TV.
When you need to say happy birthday, get well, thinking of you, or any special occasion, say it with flowers from Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson. Fields Flower Shop can also take care of your sympathy needs, and they carry a beautiful selection of silk flowers, balloons, and fruit baskets. They've provided quality service since 1920. Call 606-324-2184. That's 606-324-2184. Fields Flower Shop, 221 15th Street, Ashland, and US 60 Grayson.
Home is where you hang your hat. And if you're looking for a newer, nicer home to hang your hat in, talk to the Commercial Bank of Grayson. You'll like our selection of fixed and adjustable rate mortgages and competitive rates. We also offer construction loans, auto loans, online and mobile banking, and many other services. Commercial Bank of Grayson, Grayson and Olive Hill, here for you for 125 years and counting. And you can hang your hat on that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every epic stuffed crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff into our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
The third quarter is brought to you by the accounting firm of Griffith, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett. For all your tax and accounting needs, see the pros at Griffith, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett.
Back to the Pepsi broadcast table, James Collier, Spencer Hodgson. Big hat tip to our crew tonight. Our executive producer is Jeff Irwin. Our scoreboard operator is Rachel Irwin. Our director for this game is Felicia Collier. Camera operators this evening, Taylor Heath, Travis Otworth, and Jacob Hankins. Good first half of basketball, Spencer. And right now, East Carter has to like where it is. The key is, though, they've got to be able to weather the storm the first 2 minutes of this the second half.
If East Carter can get past these first 3 or 4 minutes and not turn the basketball over, give Boyd County easy baskets, and turn this back into a half-court game, something that they did majority of the first half, James, look out today. When you let a team stick around. I'm not saying East Carter, just put what it is. If East Carter would have won tonight, it'd be an upset.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, Raiders basketball to start the second half. They'll take it left to right. Boyd County try to run the jump in the backcourt. Cross-court pass to Johnson. That's kind of what we expected out of the timeout there, was try to force the tempo a little bit, get up in, you get you a little uncomfortable. Raiders beat the press. That's it. See if Boyd County starts trying to switch on everything. Here's Hall. Curls it underneath, and a whistle and a foul, and we're going the other way.
I don't know about that one.
It was shielded from where I couldn't see, so a lot of contact. I couldn't tell whether or not the play was there first before he got there or not, but Coach E's shaking his head over here, so I'm going to take his word for it. That's second on play call, teams first.
I don't think that was a good call. Does Coach E agree with me?
He was shaking his head saying it was a good call.
Okay, then it was a good call then.
Here's Ellis. Holbrook, spot up three. He's on the way. Swirls it home. Red Holbrook's Clark's Pump and Shop 3 ball coming up, and the Raiders right now are looking like he's Squidward saying, oh, no, not you again. 7-point lead, largest of the ball game. Here's Hall in the lane. Draws contact and finishes through the contact. 14 for Blake. In transition, here's Holbrook. Steps through, teardrop off the window, no. Fights for his own rebound, turns, scoop shot up, no.
It should go back to East Carter.
And it will go back to the Raiders. That's something with the way that Boyd County plays. They just grab it and go.
Looks
and
like
now
maybe
Goodman. Yeah, Goodman a little gimpy coming up on that last play.
Maybe he rolled his ankle a little bit. He said he's giving a thumbs up. Maybe just need to walk it out. Well, I don't know, man. That's a
He's walking on a square wheel right now. Officials giving him a moment to kind of gather himself and stuff. He's a tough kid. You'd have to fight him to take him off the
Let me
court.
tell you something. These kids are from Grayson.
Yeah.
They're all tough.
Taylor nearly stole that one away. And right now, Boyd County is trying to force the pressure in the backcourt and turn this into a half court on their side of the half court.
Right. Goodman's still struggling.
Tate Scott feeds it off to his brother Ty. Now Goodman. And Cole Brammer wants a 30-second timeout.
When visiting Lexington for work or play, plan your stay at the newly renovated Homewood Suites, conveniently located off I-75 in the Hamburg Pavilion. With studio and one-bedroom suites, you'll find all the modern comforts of home, including a full hot daily breakfast and evening social on Wednesday night, free Wi-Fi and a fitness center, pool, sports court, outdoor kitchen, and Kent's favorite, the fire pit. Call 859-543-0464 to make your reservation. Make your home away from home in Lexington at the Homewood Suites by Hilton at Hamburg.
Great look there inside the huddles. Cole Brammer in his second season. Randy Anderson in his 14th. This is his 29th game in the regional tournament. That ties him with Sean Thacker at 29. Problem is, Coach Thacker's going to knock it up to 30 when he takes on the court here in about 35 minutes. Russell and Rowland coming up at 25 after this ball game. Little 2-2-1 press being shown in the backcourt now. Raiders going to have to hustle, and they got him a double dribble there. 7th turnover by the Raiders.
Defensive pressure there by Boyd County, really, and you wonder how much that ankle's affecting Goodman right now.
Here's Taylor across the midcourt stripe off to Hicks on the right side. Hicks has been held in check. Only 2 points in this basketball game. He'll feed it off to Holbrook. Holbrook, a lot of contact out to Hicks. Back to Holbrook from the corner. Spot up threes on the way. Yes! Red Holbrook, back-to-back Clark's Pump and Shop triples. He's got 10. That pushes the lead out to 8.
Big possession here for the Raiders. They just got to get it across midcourt at this point.
And Ellis, his 6'4" frame, steals it away. Here come the Lions with a chance to push it to double digits. Hicks feeds it off to Ellis off the left side with the finish. Here's your Furco instant replay. The lead is 10. Goodman, weak pass out to Ellis. And then a turnover in the backcourt. Holbrook tried to snatch that one away and knocks it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Raiders. 3 turnovers in the last 90 seconds for the Raiders.
East Carter just needs to calm down a little bit.
Boyd County already scoring 8 points in this quarter. They were held to 9 in the second. And it's that tempo. That's what we were talking about.
Absolutely.
That first 3 minutes out of the locker room, can Boyd County or can East Carter match that tempo that Boyd County's trying to push?
East Carter's guards are going to have to slice through this defense. Not necessarily when you get the ball, look to pass it. You're going to have to dribble this thing.
Scott hemmed up. He's got a triple team in the backcourt. Gets that one ahead, and in a tie-up, or was he out of bounds? We'll say he was out of bounds, I believe.
No, they're going to get a foul. Go against Cole Hicks, I think. No, it's
Look at that, Red Holbrook, his first, team's first. It was hard to see. Everybody was clogged up over on the side. I couldn't see the official. Boyd County extending all the way in the backcourt. Here's Johnson on the wing. Dribbles down in the corner. Weak pass, tipped away. Holbrook in transition. He's got a 4-on-1. Spurlock stops, pops, threes on the way, in and out, no.
You can't make those passes if you're Johnson. You got to hold on to that thing.
Griffin Taylor whistled for the foul, his first team's second. Here comes William Burton in for Quentin Johnson, a Stoltz Pharmacy substitute. Quick hello out there, Quinn Huddle. He's got us tuned in, watching on Kool TV. Always glad to catch up with Quinn. Miss him from his days there with the Raiders on the soccer side of things. Here's Burton, blocked away underneath. Ellis with another big rebound. Holbrook feeds it back to Ellis. Here's Taylor. Free throw line up, no. Looking for a call, none given. Official on the far side holding his hands up saying, what do you want?
I think it was a really good job by the officials. He looked over here to make sure he didn't miss anything. You don't see that a whole lot.
This is a really good crew. We've had these guys before. Like I said, Tony Pompilio was here Monday night in the girls. He's gone to Rupp Arena and worked down there, and we're going the other way. That's on Scott as he leaned in. And that has been one of the emphasis this season. If the arm extends or you lean in and initiate the contact, it's an offensive foul going the other way.
I think that was the right call, honestly.
Full timeout with 4:26 to go in the third. Boyd County in front of East Carter, 33-23. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament, live from Morehead State University on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Carolina Boulevard in Grayson.
Back at the Pepsi broadcast table, James Collier, Spencer Hutchinson, 33-23. Boyd County's lead is 10, 4:26 to go in the third. And Spencer, a little bit of news to point out as we get ready to start this one back up out of that Boyd County timeout.
Goodman just goes to the locker room. So that ankle injury must be a little bit more severe than what we initially thought.
Either that or going to get a better tape job or something, but we'll keep an eye on him if he comes back out. Lions leading it by 10, their largest lead of the ball game with the basketball. Holbrook out of the corner. Here's Spurlock, and he's tackled on the far sideline. That's on Blake Hall. That's his third.
Really good defense there by Blake Hall, but I still think Spurlock was able to get the first down.
He was reaching for the pylon.
It depends on where they mark the ball at.
Yeah. We don't have those digital images here that we can put the line across the superimposed line. Jeff may be able to do that.
Put that yellow
line stripe across there for us. 4:12 to go in the third. Really good basketball game we've had. Boyd County's really stretched out here to open up the second half. Spurlock catch and shoot from the corner. Three's up, no good. Long rebound comes out to Scott on the elbow.
Really good rebound there by Scott and get it out to Blake Hall.
Hall started to attack. His double team's going to have to step through. He's tied up. Goes back out top of the key. Tate Scott will settle things down. Raiders need a bucket here. Trailing by 10.
Yeah, still very much in this game.
Feeds it off to Hall. Hall navigates his way to the basket with a left hand.
Ooh, that was pretty.
16 for Blake. Here's Hicks to the rack, off the window, yes.
What do you do?
Kentucky Farmers bank shot. He's got 4, the lead's back to 10. Raiders have got to find a way to beat this 2-2-1 zone press, and right there's how you do it. You got to get it to the open spot. Scott to the rack, and a finish. What a strong move there by Ty Scott.
That's a senior move right there by Ty Scott.
His first points of the night. Spurlock to the rack, and Hall just had to back off. He had those 3 personal fouls and couldn't stay with him. So Spurlock got him on the hip, takes him to the rack for his 7th.
Yeah, and that was a design play by Coach Randy Anderson. It was just an ISO with Spurlock.
Here's Scott tied up, finds his brother. He'll kick it ahead off to Hall. Hall thought about a 3, pulls the trigger. 3's on the way, got it! A Clark's Pump and Shop 3 ball by Blake Hall. He's a one-man wrecking machine tonight for the Raiders. It's down to 7.
And you would think that the way he shot that's very, in his arsenal. Not really. Play call not characteristic of shooting those threes.
Holbrook wants an answer. In and out, no good. Cole Hicks tries to save it, fires it back into the center of the lane, and we got two players tied up. Blake Hall had Tate Scott land on top of him with a basketball in between them.
Yeah, Raider on Raider crime there. And here comes Coach Cole Brammer. These kids are tough. They're fine.
That was Tate got the wind knocked out of him. Blake got everything knocked out of him. That's going to take us to our Advantage Plus Realty media timeout with 2:18 to go in the third. Boyd County leads East Carter 37-30. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament live from Morehead State University on Kool TV.
Forward pay at Appalachian Wireless. Why? How about no credit check, no contracts, and most of the features of postpaid? The simple, easy way to stay connected. And right now, get $75 off select forward pay devices. Plans starting as low as $19.95 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99. 10 gig of data for only $39.99. How about unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down? Forward pay, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions.
Clay's Pharmacy in Catlettsburg offers so much, like prescriptions and easy transfers, COVID-19 vaccinations, flu shots, bathroom and mobility aids, diabetes specialized care. They accept most insurances, including Medicare and Medicaid. They have convenient multi-dose packaging. Even prescriptions for pets and drive-thru is available. Clay's Pharmacy is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6:30, Saturdays 9 to 2, closed on Sundays. Clay's Pharmacy, 3513 Court Street, Catlettsburg, just off US 23. Check them out on Facebook or online at clayspharmacy.com.
Back to the Pepsi broadcast table, 37-30. Boyd in front of East Carter, 2:18 to play in the third.
This 16th Region Tournament game is brought to you in part by Double Drizzle and Summit. Great tasting cupcakes, cakes, and other pastries are found at Double Drizzle. Also, a Kent Robinson favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. Good look there at the Raiders student section. Hat tip to our crew on the floor tonight. Travis Upworth and Jacob Hankins. Taylor Heath's up top. Felicia Carr, our director tonight, and our executive producer, as always, is Jeff, the legendary, trustful one, Irwin.
You know what that's called, James? The Dream Team.
He is. It's the Dream Team. It just makes me settle down here and be able to do what I like to do. Big note here, Stoltz Pharmacy substitute. Evan Goodman's back on the floor. Raiders with the basketball. Scott in a hurry. Slows things down. Gavin Sexton checks in for his first action. Blake Hall's at the scorer's table, as is Tate Scott to check in after they both went to the floor and had to leave after the injury. Here's Scott. Goes right at Jason Ellis and a foul. Ellis is first, team's third. And Ty Scott will go to the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line, shooting two.
Good drive there by Ty Scott, but you got to wonder, look at that tape on Evan Goodman's ankle. I know you can't tell at home, but it's, halfway up his calf.
First one on the way is good. Scott with his third point of the night. Had 12 points and 4 rebounds. He was one of 2 players in double figures. Goodman led the way in that loss to Boyd County back in December with 14 points. Hall returns, as does Tate Scott. Goodman steps off. Stoltz Pharmacy substitutes.
All of a sudden, that leads down to 6.
Gets the friendly roll on the second one. 4 points for Ty. It was out to 10. It's down to 5. A 5-0 run by the Raiders, and then a whistle in the backcourt.
The way they've been calling this game, they haven't been calling it stuff like that all game, and now they're going to start to do that. I just don't understand.
Sexton comes off. Back in is Evan Goodman. He just tripped on the three-point line. Hicks will run the point. Ellis and Taylor step out. Alex Martin and Drew Smith return. Smith with the basketball now. Gets a screen there for Martin. Right elbow jumper up, no good. Strong rebound inside by Evan Goodman, and then a tie up there and a foul. That one's on Jacob Spurlock, his second.
Well, they missed the initial foul over the back.
So both teams with 4 personal fouls here in the quarter, so any more fouls the final 69 seconds of the third, and we'll shoot bonus.
Yeah, here comes that full court press for the Lions, though.
Little 2-2-1 press. Raiders got to try to get it into the middle. Here's Goodman. Very patiently finds his help, gets it to Tate Scott out top of the key. Cole Hicks all over him. Hand off to his brother. Tate Scott on Jacob Spurlock now. Gets into the lane, feeds it off to the left side, and a finish there by Caleb Lane off the window, and that quickly it's down to 3. It's a 7-0 run by the Raiders.
How about Caleb Lane coming off the – oh, that's an offensive foul.
And we're going the other way. An offensive push off there by Cole Hicks, his first, team's 5th. You won't shoot free throws. It's a player possession control foul, but the Raiders get it back.
James behind us. I think everybody from Grayson has made their way to Moorhead.
Yeah, this place is livid tonight. You've got Rowan County that's showing up. This place is really starting to pick up some attention here. Kind of reminds us.
Got to go. I mean,
last game last year. And they're going to get a 10-second violation there.
I mean, Evan Goodman held the ball for 5 seconds on the OVC logo. You can't do that.
12 turnovers in the basketball game, 7 here in the third quarter. Here comes Taylor back in. He'll replace Cole Hicks, Stoltz Pharmacy substitute.
If you're East Carter, you want to get this to the fourth quarter at 3, or I'd say 5 or less, James. What do you think?
I would, yeah, if you can stay within 5, you're good. Boyd County hasn't scored in over 2 minutes, almost 2.5 minutes now. Here's Smith from the corner. Taylor on the wing, backs it back out, will reset. Only the 5th all-time meeting between these two teams. Boyd County has won 3. The lone loss, a 4-overtime game back in 1986.
Rhett Holbrook hits the deck down there.
That's going to be on East Carter's Caleb Lane. His first, team's 5th. So it'll put Rhett Holbrook to the line, shooting 2 free throws.
Yeah, just trying to fight through the screen. Holbrook did a really good job of squaring up the base there.
Got the first one up and good. That shaggy hair not slowing him down here tonight. 11 points for Holbrook. 25.3 seconds to go. Second was on the way. He knew he missed it as soon as it left his hand.
Call timeout.
Here's Goodman trying to race it across the midcourt stripe, and he's got to tie up. And we'll get a jump ball, and it's going back to Boyd County. We got players scrum all over the floor. Coach E loves it. That's a gob and a scrum, he says.
You got to get a timeout there at some point. The players were lining up like they were actually going to jump, and I said, is this a new thing we're going to do down here?
Well, we're at the midcourt stripe. Let's just put it in the air.
16th region, we just throw the ball up. It looked like that for a second.
Yeah, I was like, they're all lining up. I didn't know if they were going to line up and square off. Maybe we're just going to drop it like, street ball and drop it out and somebody grab it and take off.
It's got to bounce twice before it does.
Yeah, it's got to bounce twice, though. Remember that. We got a Stoltz Pharmacy substitute as Taylor will wait for the inbound.
Big defensive possession here for the Raiders.
Here's Taylor, left side now. Comes back right, and a foul away from the basketball.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I couldn't say one way or the other because I was looking at the basketball. That's going to be on Caleb Lane. That's his 2nd. So that's going to put Drew Smith to the free throw line to shoot 2. A 77% free throw shooter is the sophomore. His first trip to the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line tonight with 6.1 seconds to go in the third.
So what Boyd County's trying to do is they want to get Spurlock on the baseline. When he runs the baseline, there's a couple of picks that set up to get some separation between him and Lane because he can't get away from Lane. And you've seen the product. Lane's gotten a couple of cheap fouls that way.
Play call back in. Stoltz Pharmacy substitute. Second free throw goes home. 4 points for Smith. 6 seconds to go in the third. Raiders going to have to hustle here. Tate Scott, half-court shot on the way. Well short, though. And that takes us to the end of 3 quarters. Boyd County pushes the lead back out to 6 after leading by as many as 10. And they lead it 40-34 after 3 periods. This is the Clark Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament on Kool TV.
The third quarter is brought to you by the accounting firm of Griffiths, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett. For all your tax and accounting needs, see the pros at Griffith, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by JD Flooring in Greenham. For all your flooring needs, see the folks at JD Flooring.
Back to the Pepsi broadcast table. James Collier, Spencer Hutchinson. Happy to have you along with us here tonight. Raiders basketball to start the fourth and final stanza. Ty Scott will inbound the basketball. He's got William Burton, Blake Hall, Evan Goodman, and his brother Tate in the backcourt. He tosses it in too, and off we go. Raiders down 6 with the basketball. Final 8 minutes here in the opening round of the 16th Region Tournament. Scott tied up into a triple team, and we'll get a reach-in foul on Boyd County.
And really close to getting a 5-second call there. It's Coach Brammer's not really happy with Tate Scott there.
He'll get that one on Spurlock. That's his third, team's first.
So now if you're Coach Cole Brammer, do you go directly at Spurlock to get him that fourth?
I think absolutely. You try to attack on that spot.
I think that's the right call. Well, you got to get it in bounds first.
Here's Hall working on Red Holbrook. Had it raked out of his hands, loses it on the way to the basket. Goodman with the save, out to Scott. Spot up threes on the way, no. Blake Hall with a rebound all the way in the corner. He'll step back, pull the trigger, 3-ball, no. Griffin Taylor with the rebound. He'll pitch it ahead, Holbrook. Holbrook stops in transition. Cross court off to Spurlock. Spurlock from the keyhole, 19-footer, no. Big rebound there by the Raiders. William Burton, the 6'2 sophomore.
Big possession here for the Raiders.
Down by 6. Here's Scott tied up. Nearly had it raked away there by Spurlock. Ty Scott heads to the basket. Wide open off the left side, and a nice feed there to William Burton. His first points of the ball game, and the lead's down to 4.
James, Boyd County had every one of the defenders right up here trying to trap. Somebody had to be open.
Holbrook wants 3 more. It's on the way. No. Jason Ellis with the rebound on the baseline. Did he keep it in? He did.
Seems like Tate Scott tried to throw it off Ellis maybe. We were blinded there. We're not sure what happened.
Boyd County only with 12 rebounds in this basketball game. East Carter with 17. Boyd County averaging 33 coming into the ball game. Raiders just under 29. East Carter tonight, 63% from the field, 15 of 24. Boyd County, 47%. Here's Spurlock into a triple team and a hold.
I think that's the right call.
Hey, you take your pick. You had about 4 hands on him, so that one's on Tate Scott, his third.
But I think East Carter's done as good of a job against Spurlock as you could do.
And we're going the other way, absolutely. And that's on Spurlock. That's his 4th.
Absolutely.
Team foul number 2. And quickly, Randy Anderson jumps off the bench and says, let's go, Drew Smith. It's Stoltz Pharmacy substitute time for you, my friend.
And the thing about that, James, if you do it anywhere else on the floor, you probably don't get called for it. But at that point, right at the top of the key, you're going to get called for it.
Here's Scott, splits the defense. Tries to turn and go backwards. Griffin Taylor takes it away, goes right at Evan Goodman, and is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Good foul there by Evan Goodman, but I think Scott did a really good job there. He didn't pick up his dribble like they had in previous possessions. He tried to get to the middle of the floor, and that was just a really good defensive play there by Boyd County.
Griff Taylor, 8 points, 6 of those in the first quarter. 59% free throw shooter on the season, averaging 7 points, 2.5 rebounds a game. 6 points and 4 rebounds in that win over Ashland in the overtime in the district championship. 3 points, then they played out in December and then had 3 points here last year. He's got 9 after the first free throw goes through. 1 more from the Gracie Sporting Goods free throw line.
I just think if he was doing his average against East Carter, Boyd County would be behind.
Both of them go home. Randy Anderson wants a 30-second timeout.
When visiting Lexington for work or play, plan your stay at the newly renovated Homewood Suites, conveniently located off I-75 in the Hamburg Pavilion. With studio and 1-bedroom suites, you'll find all the modern comforts of home, including a full hot daily breakfast, social on Wednesday night, free Wi-Fi, a fitness center, pool, sports court, outdoor kitchen, and Kent's favorite, the fire pit. Call 859-543-0464 to make your reservation. Make your home away from home in Lexington. The Homewood Suites by Hilton at Hamburg.
6:26 to go in this one. Winner moves on to play next Monday at 6:30. They'll play the winner of Rowan County and Russell. That's up next at 25 minutes at the conclusion of this game. We're back here tomorrow night. Rick Barker, who's tuned in at home, he'll be joining me for Morgan County and Fleming County at 6:30. And then approximately 25 minutes at the conclusion of that game, we'll wrap things up with the boys' opening round with Greenup County and Ashland. We'll flip back to the girls on Friday. Russell and Ashland in the first game, Boyd County and Fleming in game number 2, and then the girls' championship Saturday at 7. There's Blake Hall working on Jason Ellis. Glides in the basket. They'll say no shot. Ellis picks up the foul.
I don't know what's a better rivalry, Ashland or Boyd County, or me or this live read. It's pretty close.
Third team foul, second on Ellis. Here's Hall. He gives it off. 19 points for Blake Hall. That matches his number that he had back in the district championship when he had a double-double. Battling toward the basket, lost it. Goodman turns it, puts it back up. No. Griff Taylor clears the basketball, leading by 6. Are the Lions looking to push this one back out comfortably. Red Holbrook, only second player in double figures. He's got 11. He leads the way for the Lions. Inside of 6 to go in the contest. Now the Lions just running a little weave.
Yeah, and they're just trying to look for a crack in that Raider defense. Surprising that East Carter stayed in man all night, James.
Really chasing around Cole Hicks is Ty Scott, staying in his chest, not allowing him to get a free look at the basket. Now Evan Goodman trying to turn up the pressure on Griff Taylor right in front of us. Raiders turn and jump. 2 players are on the floor. Jason Ellis grabs the basketball and finishes off the right side with a Kentucky Farmers bank shot and a chance at a three-point play. Here's your Furco instant replay.
Yeah,
loose ball turns and finishes.
I mean, what do you do if you're Tate Scott? Ellis probably has a foot of length against you. You just kind of got to stand there and do the best you can.
Got the foul on Goodman, his third, team's third. So Jason Ellis to the free throw line and knocks it home. 1 of 3 from the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line tonight is the senior. And all of a sudden the lead's back to 9. What a dart out to Blake Hall, and he's fouled on the way up.
Cole Bramer looks like he's putting Connor Skaggs in the game. Of course, we kind of, that was the thing that gave East Carter the advantage last year in that matchup. They having that bigger body in the paint.
So Blake Hall, his first trip to the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line tonight. The 6-foot senior, a 67% free throw shooter, averaging 16 points, over 9 rebounds a game. Went for 12 and 8 in the loss here last year in that overtime thriller. Gives him an even 20 with that first free throw that goes through. Trims the lead to 8.
I don't know who Kent Robinson thinks he is, but he gets 2 waters and 3 cookies over here.
Well, he'll eat on those cookies for 2 days, though. He'll take it to the fire pit in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can't miss those.
Here's Smith. Jump stop in the lane. Back out to Holbrook. Here's Hicks. Spot up 3 from the corner. No. Goodman with a big rebound inside. Raiders had numbers because they had guys flying past. Goodman had to settle things down because he was looking at a double team. Smart play there by the senior.
Oh.
Long 3 from the top of the key and a foul. And we get the foul against Boyd County's Drew Smith. He got tangled up with Blake Hall.
That's double bonus time.
And it's double bonus the rest of the way for East Carter. And that's going to put Blake Hall to the free throw line to shoot 2 more.
I think that he kind of had a bear hug on him, James.
So Hall with 20 points in the ball game. Puts the first one home. 2 for 3 from that mark. Had 12 points in the first half, 8 in the first quarter. East Carter tonight shooting 60% from the field, averaging 43 on the season. The number that I really like that I've seen here, they've only attempted 6 3-pointers tonight.
Well, that's because Boyd County jumps the passing lanes and they give open lanes to the basket, and East Carter's capitalized on them.
Holbrook, left wing, 4.5 to go in the ball game. Holbrook wants to attack the basket. And a foul on the way there, and that one will be on Goodman. That's going to be his fourth. Team's fourth, so bonus the rest of the way on any more fouls on East Carter.
I think if you're Cole Brammer, you got to play it out. You got the cards you got to play them.
Red Holbrook to the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line for 2. 1 of 2 from that spot here this evening. He leads the way with 11 points. And that's the first one.
Here comes Spurlock.
So Spurlock returns with those 4 personal fouls with 4.5 to go in the contest. I think if you're East Carter, you got to find him on the other end and go right at him.
You absolutely do.
Holbrook missed the second. Blake Hall skies for the rebound. Only his 3rd in the basketball game.
Well, thus far, Spurlock really hasn't hurt the Raiders. It's been scoring by committee. Pretty even.
Here's Goodman on the handoff. Gets a little bit of separation. Cole Hicks hounding him. Goes to the rack. Off balance shot. Blake Hall with a finish. What a stick back there by Blake Hall. You'll see that one on your instant replay. Wow, what a finish. Blake Hall looked like he was coming in ready to hammer that one back home. It's down to 5, 4:10 to go in the ballgame. We've got a good one here at LST. Back after this for the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament live on Kool TV.
Forward pay at Appalachian Wireless. Why? How about no credit check, no contracts, and most of the features of postpaid? The simple, easy way to stay connected. And right now, get $75 off select forward pay devices. Plans starting as low as $19.95 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99. 10 gig of data for only $39.99. How about unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down? Forward pay, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions.
Clay's Pharmacy in Catlettsburg offers so much, like prescriptions and easy transfers, COVID-19 vaccinations, flu shots, bathroom and mobility aids, diabetes specialized care. They accept most insurances, including Medicare and Medicaid. They have convenient multi-dose packaging. Even prescriptions for pets and drive-thru is available. Clay's Pharmacy is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6:30, Saturdays 9 to 2, closed on Sundays. Clay's Pharmacy, 3513 Court Street, Catlettsburg, just off US 23. Check them out on Facebook or online at clayspharmacy.com.
Back at the Pepsi broadcast table, James and Spencer. We got a dandy here to open up the boys 2024 regional tournament. The same thing we had last year. This one went to overtime. Boyd County survived 60-51. They played themselves into the championship, only to come up short to the eventual champion Ashland, who claimed their 5th regional title in a row.
Cole Brammer has actually subbed out Evan Goodman. He's walking behind the Raider bench right now.
Still walking. I'm watching his face. He is grimacing every time he pushes off that foot. Here's Hicks on the baseline and finishes.
Really good play design there by Coach Randy Anderson.
Only 6 points by Hicks, but a big one there to push the lead back to 7. Here's Scott. Goes backward. Feeds it ahead to Blake Hall. He's tied up on the corner.
Be careful.
And that one's coming toward me. Heads up. Raiders shuffle, and Burton can't finish. Gets the rebound and the stick back. 4 points for Burton here in the quarter. Leads down to 5.
They almost put us in the game there for a second.
I thought my computer was gone. I thought Scott had my computer and me with it.
If it had been Blake Hall, you'd been a real goner.
Oh, I was under the table if I saw Blake Hall coming. Spurlock,
I don't know
all
about
kinds
that.
of contact as he plays through, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
I think that. How many is that on Blake Hall?
That's going to be number 4 on Hall. Team's 5th, so double bonus the remaining 3:09. And a 76% free throw shooter, the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line for the first time tonight is Jacob Spurlock.
Maybe just a little too much body there for Blake Hall.
Spurlock last year, 19 points. He was 5 of 8 from three-point land. He's 1 of 5 here tonight, but he has 8 points as the first one flies through one more.
I'll tell you what, no matter who wins or loses this game, Boyd County's going to know they were in a dogfight tomorrow morning.
Well, that's, again, it's you get into the regional tournament and you get away from your home floor, and again, that trip to the woodshed, it was at Boyd County, and they played just absolutely phenomenal out there. But here tonight, Boyd County is getting everything they want from East Carter. Can the Raiders find a way to claw back and try to win their first game at Region since 2012?
Well, with 3 minutes left, you're getting close to desperation time.
49-43. One more for Spurlock. That one's in and out, no good. So it keeps it at a 2-possession basketball game. Scott into the front court. We'll go inside of 3 minutes, and our final media timeout to come on the next dead ball.
Both teams with just 2 timeouts left.
Now Boyd County in a little bit of a zone.
Yeah, and that's not something you see every day.
3-2, if you will. Burton out of the corner, back to Goodman. Goodman wants to attack, slams it on the brakes. Burton from the corner, three's on the way. Yes!
He can hit him.
William Burton, how about 7 points in the fourth quarter? A Clark's Pump and Shop free bonus down to 3. Spurlock on the wing, gives it out to Holbrook. 2:20 to go in the ball game. Taylor curls it around, brings it off to Spurlock. Spurlock to the rim with a left hand and a finish.
Smart play by Blake Hall. Just let him have it. It's worth the 2 points instead of picking up your 5th foul.
Pushes it back to 5. Here's Scott. Gives it off to Tate. Tate in the backcourt across the midcourt stripe. Looks at a double team. Comes to Goodman. Goodman on the baseline. Holbrook with the block. Blake Hall with the tie-up, and he's out of bounds as he goes up for the basketball, and it goes back to the Lions. 1:49 to go in the ball game. It's an Advantage Plus Realty media timeout. Boyd County leads this one 51-46. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament live from Morehead State University on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
McLeod's Body Shop in Ashland uses only state-of-the-art auto body equipment and high-quality paint products in delivering outstanding customer service and outstanding craftsmanship for domestic and foreign vehicles, whether it's a major collision repair or a minor door ding, frame straightening, PPG finish with lifetime warranty. Rely on the family-owned and operated McLeod's Body Shop since 1981. Free estimates, pickup, and delivery. Call 606-329-1616. McLeod's Body Shop, 4555 13th Street, Ashland.
Back to the Pepsi broadcast table, 51-46, 149 to play in regulation here in the opening game of the boys' 16th region tournament. Boyd County basketball out of the Raiders turnover. And Spencer goes back to this. The last possession for the Lions. Blake Hall got turned over onto Jacob Spurlock. Spurlock identified, both of them playing with 4 personal fouls, and he went right at Blake Hall, and all they could do was let him go.
You have to. And I think if you're East Carter here now, Boyd County, they're not going to force a shot here. They're going to try to milk this clock. You want to try to get the ball in Ellis's hands and foul him. I think that may be your weaker of the free throw shooters out of ball.
51% free throw shooter is Ellis. Raiders are going to pick it up in full court. Hicks beats the pressure in the backcourt. Races ahead. Ty Scott, cuts him off.
And you're not desperate right now. You're not to the point now where you're desperate.
No, it's a 2-possession basketball.
Right. I think you got to. This gets to the 1 minute mark and you don't have the basketball, and then you get desperate.
Both teams are shooting bonus the rest of the way. Here's Spurlock on the baseline. Can't get it to go home. And a whistle and a foul the other way. If it's on Spurlock, that's number 5.
I think they're going to get Ellis.
There were 3 players there to pick from. That's on Spurlock.
Oh, goodness.
That's number 5 for Jacob Spurlock. His night is finished. He exits this basketball game with 10 points. Stoltz Pharmacy substitute Alex Martin will check in. So you take your leading scorer, averaging 23 a game off the floor now, and you go to the other end, and Evan Goodman's going to shoot 2.
If Goodman hits both of these, you're going to hear a small earthquake behind us.
First one is up by Goodman is good. A 72% free throw shooter is the senior, averaging nearly 19 a game, 5 rebounds. And we get a lane violation on Blake Hall. They're trying to say he didn't have the basketball. So Blake Hall stepped in. So it's basically the same thing as an over and back turnover. So the turnover gives it back to Boyd County.
I don't know the rule there.
The rule is exactly right. Blake Hall stepped in too soon.
Okay. Yeah.
When you're standing outside the three-point line, you cannot step inside when the player has the ball until it goes up.
Is that like 3 in the key? They just call it when they want to, though?
Nah, I've never seen it called.
Well, that's what I mean.
Fouls on Tate Scott. That's his 4th.
Interesting.
Griffin Taylor will shoot 2. He's 2 for 2 from the spot. First one is pure for the junior. Gives him 11. This one to make it a full 2-possession basketball game. Good look there at Randy Anderson on the sideline. Taylor calmly knocks down the second one as well. He has 12. 4 points there in the fourth quarter, all from the free throw line.
Boyd County, a very good free throw shooting team, James.
Yeah, 63.9%. Here's Hall. Has to go stretch Armstrong from the near sideline. Raiders are going to have to pick up the pressure here. We got 60 seconds to go, and they're down 6. Scott on the handoff on the wing right side. Back to Goodman in the corner. Here's Hall inside. Turns, spins, puts it up good. Blake Hall with 26. Timeout, East Carter. It's a full timeout. Here's your Furco Enterprises instant replay. Blake Hall fills it out. Ellis tried to take the charge, doesn't get it. 4-point lead for the Lions. 51 seconds to play in the ball game. We're back after this. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament on Kool TV.
Asking a friend for help is hard. It's easier to ask us. Help at home, from meal prep to personal care. Call First Lot Home Care today to see how we can help you.
Back at the Pepsi broadcast table, 51 seconds to go in the contest. Boyd leads at 53-49. They have the basketball on the baseline.
No Evan Goodman on the floor.
Again, Goodman out there with 4 personal fouls. So you've got him and Scott with 4 personal fouls, and it may be the situation of get the foul, and here immediately comes Evan Goodman. So kind of playing a little bit of let's try to finish this one out from the free throw line and see if you can get some opportunities.
Right.
Caleb Lane whistled for the foul, his 3rd. Drew Smith will walk the other way. He'll go to the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line. A 77% free throw shooter. He's 2 for 2 there tonight.
Making these free throws at Boyd County High School compared to LST Johnson Arena. What's the difference?
Boyd County 10 of 15 from the charity stripe this evening. First one is good.
Doesn't bother him. And you look at the Boyd County schedule. They went all the way to Harlan County. They played a bunch of tournaments. They're used to being on the road wearing those white uniforms, James.
Here's a chance to push it to a full 2-possession game, and he does so. Jason Ellis returns for Smith, Stoltz Pharmacy substitute. Evan Goodman back in the ball game as well. Stay tuned with us after the game. Coach Ian Dickey will break this one down, get you ready for game number 2, Russell and Rowan County. That'll follow 25 minutes at the conclusion of this one. Here's Tate Scott, gives it up to Evan Goodman. Raiders going to have to pick up the pressure here and move it a little quicker. Down 6. Going to Goodman in the far corner. Jason Ellis read that one like an open book. He'll slow things down, and now Boyd County trying to play keep away to force the Raiders to come and foul, and they finally do. William Burton picks up his 3rd, and that's going to put Alex Martin to the free throw line for the first time this evening.
Yeah, East Carter runs that set. They're trying to get Goodman over in the left corner, open for a 3. They've run that to success a lot of this year. But when you go against a team like Boyd County with a lot of length, they're able to just step in the passing lanes.
Great look there with Red Holbrook and Randy Anderson on the sideline. First free throw up by Alex Martin is no good from the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line. Martin with 2 points in the district championship game. Did not score in the win over the Raiders back in December. Second one rolls home. That makes it a 3-possession basketball game with inside of 30 seconds of play. Here's Goodman. Loses the basketball and a foul. They're going to get that one on Cole Hicks, his second. And that's subject at best because that's not a foul that's been there all night.
I didn't think so either, but
looked like Goodman just lost his footing as he started to cut there at the elbow. Either way, he'll go to the line. 1 of 2 tonight. He's got 6 points, 5 of those in the first quarter.
Yeah, here in the fourth quarter, though, I think East Carter's had some calls go against them that weren't necessarily there all season, maybe your whole career.
Only the second missed free throw in 10 opportunities tonight for the Raiders. Needs this one to get it back to 2 possessions. Possession arrow favors Boyd County in the event of a tie-up as well. East Carter with 1 timeout remaining. Goodman hits the second.
And, of course, I do think this has been a well-officiated game.
Oh, absolutely.
This is a tough game to officiate.
Here's Hicks. Gets it away to Taylor, and Ty Scott reaches out and draws the contact to get the foul. That's his second. That'll put Griff Taylor back to the line. He's a perfect 4 of 4 there this evening. All of those coming here in the fourth quarter.
Now, if they called a foul every time there was a foul, these two teams would never play. We would just switch into the floor and go and shoot free throws.
Well, we would be still at 8:30 trying to finish this game. And the lady out in the concourse gargling some warm salt water just took her final gargle there as Griff Taylor calmly pushes through his 7th. And pushes it back to a 3-possession game. Gets the friendly roll over there. He's got 6 in the quarter, all from the free throw line, 14 in the ball game, and the lead is back to 8. And Blake Hall loses it off the near sideline and nearly punched Kent Robinson in the face.
Kent, you better watch what you're doing. Did you see what he jumped for first? He wasn't trying to protect me.
He was trying to protect
his cookies.
13 seconds to go. Boyd County's going to survive in this one. A valiant effort by the Raiders is going to come up short as Alex Martin gets the final rebound, and 5.9 seconds to go and a foul against the Raiders. That was on Caleb Lane, his 4th.
Unfortunately, James, everybody plays their last game in high school, and for these seniors here at the Cool Hit Sports Network, we got to follow them a lot.
Yeah.
And we truly enjoyed it. What a great group of kids, James. You're from Carter County. Talk about this group.
Yeah, 6 seniors for Cole Brammer's team this year. Phenomenal group of young men. I've known the Scott brothers since they were babies.
Yes.
Their dad and I, we coached baseball together. His older son, Trey, and my son, Trey, graduated high school in the same years. They played a lot of baseball together. The Goodman family, a phenomenal family. What a special, situation it was this year, losing their mom and such a great woman in Heather. But a valiant effort this evening for the seniors as they walk off. And Blake Hall leaves it all on the floor tonight. 26 points tonight. He missed 2 field goals in the entire ball game.
Yeah, this is going to be a group that we're going to miss watching, man.
Yeah,
It's
without
totally
a doubt.
fun. This is such a fun group to watch. They give it everything they got, man, and you kind of grow attached to them when you're with them as more than what you're with your family during basketball season. So
absolutely. Martin hits both free throws.
Hey, there's the future. Look at there, Tussey.
Caden Tussey gets the bucket. And that's your final. Boyd County wins it 60-52. Stay tuned. Post-game show with Coach Ian Dickey Tiller is up next. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament live from Morehead State University on Kool TV.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun. The fourth quarter has been brought to you by J.D. Flooring in Greenup. For all your flooring needs, J.D. Flooring has you covered.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
See what it's like to be an eagle. In the mountains of eastern Kentucky, Morehead State University carries on a championship tradition that gives everyone a reason to cheer. MSU is where you can win on the field and in the classroom. Join the Eagle Nation.
Since 1959, Asheville Office Supply Office USA has been your one-stop shop for all your product needs, offering great service, competitive pricing, and quality products. From general supplies like pens, calendars, and envelopes, to supplies like laser toners, inkjet cartridges, ribbons, and paper, to equipment like laser printers, inkjet printers, shredders, and more. Asheville Office Supply Office USA has it all. Go online to ashevilleoffice.com or call 800-926-1267. Asheville Office Supply Office USA, 2129 Street, Ashland.
Are you looking for a shop that features unique clothing, jewelry, and gifts? Zella Rose Boutique has it all at 9724 Route 60, directly across from Camp Landing. At Zella Rose Boutique, you'll find unique women's clothing, beautiful jewelry, handbags, baby clothing, UK apparel and accessories, and wonderful gift items. Stop by and let Kelly and Judy help you with all your shopping needs, Tuesday through Friday from noon to 6, with Saturday hours posted weekly on their website, ZellaRoseBoutique.com.
Welcome back to Morehead State University. This is Game Changer post game. What a great game that was, Coach Easterling. Boyd County wins 60-52. I'll get it out here sooner or later, but I thought East Carter did a great job. They hung in there. They scrapped. They did everything they had to do to keep it close the whole game, and Boyd just was able to come out on top and get a win and advance.
Yeah, I agree with you. Every word you said, I think you're right on the money. And to me, there's no doubt in my mind the pressure that Coach Anderson went to there in the third quarter, second half was the difference.
Coach, we got the scoring summary here, and the scoring summary is being brought to you by Bowman's auto collision service in Flatwoods. They can take care of all of your auto repair needs, Coach. And what do you got for us?
25-21 at halftime. Boyd County ahead. They outscore East Carter 15-13 in the third, 20-18 in the fourth to set the 60-52 final score, as you said. You don't see a team shoot 59% very often and get beat, Dickie, but East Carter did. 20 for 34, 59%. Boyd was 20 for 41. For 49%, Boyd 3 for 13 from 3, 23%. East Carter 3 for 8, 38%. Free throw shooting, Boyd County 17 for 23, 74%. That's way above what they've been shooting for the year. They're around 64%. East Carter 9 for 11, 82%. Just a great game to sit and watch.
Yeah, 3-point shots wasn't falling for the Lions tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that moving forward, that will probably need to change. But I thought East Carter, like we talked before the game, East Carter had to get out there and run them off that line and take care of it. Yeah. Thought they did a pretty good job with it.
Thought they did a real good job tonight, Coach. I was impressed with East Carter. Mentioning Bowman's Auto Collision Service, I was down there, and such a professional place. Great job. Check them out down there in Flatwoods. Great place to sit and wait, and very friendly place, and just want to mention that.
Absolutely.
This is the Game Changer post-game brought to you by Papa John's Pizza in Grayson and Flatwoods. And this is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Boys Basketball Tournament on Kool TV.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff in our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone Epic Stuffed Crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. because no one stuffs the crust like Papa John's.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Success comes with teamwork. At Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union, we have one goal, one team, with people helping people. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union salutes all the athletes who strive to be their best, as do all your friends at Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. 2321 Carter Avenue, Ashland. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Carroll Boulevard in Grayson.
Welcome back to Morehead State University, the Pepsi broadcast table, and the Clark's Pumpkin Shop 16th Region Basketball Tournament. This is the game changer, powered by Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. That's Papa John's in Grayson and in Flatwoods. Coach, we got to look at some individual scoring, and it's being brought to you by Kurt Robinson, State Farm Insurance. Let Kurt help you with all of your insurance needs. Coach?
For Boyd County, Dickey, Griffin Taylor leading the way with 14 points. Red Holbrook with 12. Jacob Spurlock with 10. Jason Ellis with 9. All of them good games for Boyd County. For East Carter, Blake Hall, what can you say about him that game? 11 for 13, leading the way for East Carter, 26 points. Evan Goodman with 7. And off the bench, William Burton, just a sophomore for East Carter, 7 big points.
Why is he coming off the bench? He had a fantastic game.
I don't know.
Hey, Coach Scott. Great guy, great guy. Yes, sir?
Yep.
You want to talk? Okay.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just have Mr. Scott stopping by just to say hello, and got to take time for that sometimes. Turnover is brought to you by the Grantham County Public Library. Turn your page on your favorite books and get ready to check them out at the Grantham County Library, Coach.
This is the key stat in the game for me, Dickie. East Carter just with 5 turnovers the first half, 11 in the second half, 16 for the game. Boyd County with only 5. Gave Boyd County a 24-2 advantage in points off turnovers. Huge.
That is huge, Coach. And also, player of the game, I think, is next. That's what I said, Coach. Rebounds. The rebounds brought to you by the Kentucky Farmers Bank. The Better Bank with locations in Ashland, Summit, Catlettsburg, and Louisa.
East Carter wins the glass, 23-17. Just a hard-fought game on the glass, really close. They still don't have any points in the paint, so I don't know if they're keeping those tonight.
I don't think so, Coach. There was a whole lot of that, wasn't there?
Yes.
And now can I go to player of the game, Jeff? Player of the game brought to you by Johnson's Chiropractic. Let Dr. Shannon Johnson and his staff get you back in the game of life fast. And we've had some discussion about this, and I think people are going to appreciate this.
You know, Dickie, for Boyd County, Hicks and Spurlock have gotten most of the publicity all year long, and deservedly so.
Yeah.
They've deserved everything they've got.
Yeah.
But I thought for that game, Taylor, Holbrook, and Ellis were the keys to Boyd County winning that game. I thought they had really good games, but
I don't know if I'd say really good.
Well, good.
They had good
They
games.
Ellis did a lot of things that you don't see. Let's
and
put it that way.
He was really fun. He was a lot of fun watching.
He was very, very physical around the basket. But we did something last night we've never done in the girls. We gave somebody off the bench player of the game, thought they were deserving. And tonight, as we said, those guys were all good. Blake Hall was spectacular, I thought. 26 points, 11 for 13 from the field, 4 rebounds. Blake Hall, his last game as a Raider, player of the game.
Yeah, Mr. Hustle, does everything. He's on the floor tonight more than he was standing up straight.
And he was chasing Spurlock around the floor most of the game, too, guarding him.
Yeah. One of the Scott boys just about took him out tonight.
Yeah, they did. They crashed.
Uh-huh.
Sure did.
Congratulations, Blake Hall. You're our player of the game because we think you were the player of the game.
Yeah.
The player of the game doesn't always have to win the game.
That's true.
And we proved that
We've never
tonight.
done that before.
Coach, let's take a break. This is Game Changer. It's all powered by Papa John's Pizza. And this is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Basketball Tournament right here on Kool TV.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
When you need to say happy birthday, get well, thinking of you, or any special occasion, say it with flowers from Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson. Fields Flower Shop can also take care of your sympathy needs, and they carry a beautiful selection of silk flowers, balloons, and fruit baskets. They've provided quality service since 1920. Call 606-324-2184. That's 606-324-2184. Fields Flower Shop, 221 15th Street, Ashland, and US 60 Grayson.
Missing the 2023 regional tournament did not sit well with the Vikings. After a 46-44 shortcoming to Bath County in the opening round of the region last year, it was clear that 2024 was going to be a much different outcome. Not only did the Vikings right the ship with a 22-10 mark heading to Moorhead, but they defeated Fleming County twice, including a 56-54 win over the Panthers in the district championship. Deshaun Watson hit the game winner in the title contest and paced the Vikings with 23 points and 10 rebounds. Sean Thacker's squad features 3 players in double figures, led by Colby Wilburn's 17.2 a night. Wilburn battled injuries last season, but has been a force on both ends of the floor this year. Braden Myers kicks in 14 a game. Watson adds nearly 11 a night and leads the team in reboundings with 5.7. Weston Maxey and Jason Ingles contribute for nearly 7 and 6 points a game, respectively. Brown's 10 losses were split 5-5 in each half of the season. The Vikings head to Moorhead on a 4-game winning streak and winners of 8 in their final 10 contests. Tonight's game will be the third meeting between Rowan and Russell, with the Vikings winning both meetings. Rowan took the first contest 75-56 in the EKC semifinals. Wilburn led the Vikings with 23 points. Braden Myers added 18. Slade White kicked in 12. Rowan took the second meeting at Russell 73-63. Wilburn again paced the Vikings with 18 points. Myers had 17. Watson kicked in 14 points and grabbed 10 rebounds. Tonight's game marks the 90th in the regional tournament for the Vikings, who start their journey toward a 7th regional championship. It's the 10th time Rowan and Russell have met in Moorhead, but the first since they last battled in 2013. This has been the Big Sandy Superstore Team Spotlight. We return for more from Moorhead after this on Kool TV.
You hear the words bank and convenience. Well, at Citizens Bank of Kentucky, we take it to the next step. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with our new ATMs. To make a deposit, follow the easy steps. The Citizens Bank of Kentucky ATM will accept your deposits, and you can deposit cash and checks at the same time.
Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Russell enters Moorhead at 17-12, but one thing that is missing from their schedule this season, a signature win. Of the 7 other teams in the region field, Russell has gone 0 for 9 versus those 7 schools in head-to-head contests. Russell struggled down the stretch, losing 3 of its last 4, including losing to Greenup in the 63rd District Championship, 59-42. In those 3 losses included a 73-63 loss to Rowan County at home. Caleb Rimmer has been the go-to man for the Devils this season. Rimmer led the Devils with 17 points in the district championship. Elijah Neal added 11. Rimmer had 21 in the loss to Rowan County at home. Neal kicked in 13. Rimmer and Neal each had 14 in the EKC loss early in the season. Gabe Pridemore added 13. Rimmer has paced the Red Devils with 15.5 points a game this season and leads the team in rebounding with 8 a night. Elijah Neal nets 15.4 a contest. Tatum Fleming adds just over 8 a game. Gabe Pridemore averaging 7.5 a contest. Tonight will be the 100th game for the Devils in the regional field, which including playing as a member of the 14th region before the 16th was established. Over the previous 99 contests, Russell is 50-49. While the Devils own 6 regional titles, their last came in 2006 when they defeated Elliott County 56-52. Since that mark, Russell has advanced to the semis only 3 times in 12 games, going 0-3 in that stretch. This has been the Big Sandy Superstores Team Spotlight. We return for more from Moorhead after this on Kool TV.
From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone rib, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com or download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to get on the wait list or place an order to go online. Fresh baked bread with honey cinnamon butter will melt in your mouth. At Texas Roadhouse, order their legendary catering for your next event. Texas Roadhouse, 501 Winchester Avenue, across from the Ashland Town Center Mall. Texas Roadhouse will help you support your local school.
Horton Brothers and Brown Pharmacy, located at 201 East Main Street in downtown Grayson, has been your hometown pharmacy with a family touch since 1886. No matter the medicine you may need, Horton Brothers and Brown has you covered. They offer a premium line of nutritional supplements that can be shipped nationwide, while offering non-sterile compounding and genetic testing. Horton Brothers and Brown features delivered in local funeral homes with a large selection of willow tree figurines, and they offer gifts for any occasion, including wide selection of Vera Bradley merchandise. The pharmacy that still knows you by name is Horton Brothers and Brown, located in downtown Grayson, or visit them online at hbpharmacy.myshopify.com.
Welcome back to Moorhead State University in Johnson Arena for the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Basketball Tournament. Game changer here. It's back to pregame now. Next game coming up here pretty soon, about 8 minutes. But, Coach, we're talking keys of the game for this game. And against Russell and Rowan County, Coach Easterling, talk to us. Tell us what the keys of the game are.
Rowan County, really good shooting team, Dickie. We've talked about that. 48% from the field, 37% from the three-point line, 74% free throw shooting team. So Russell's got to get out. Their defense got to be ready to go. Wilburn, 17 points a game. Myers, 14. Deshaun Watson's been scoring more. Can he keep that up? He's been hitting some threes.
I really like the way he plays.
Oh, man, 11 points, and he's the leading rebounder on the team as the point guard at 5'7". Caleb Rimmer, 15.5 a game, 8 rebounds. Elijah Neal, 15 points a game. Tatum Fleming, 8. Your stars have to shine, Dick. I've always said that. Which stars are going to shine the best? Russell's shooting 35% from threes, but, rebounding. Rowan County pretty much owned the glass over against at Russell in that game they played here a few weeks ago. Russell's got to get some offensive rebounds, something they didn't do a very good job in the district tournament of. Again, a start rounds the favorite. Russell needs a good start early so they don't drop their heads. And an important thing right here, Dickie, Rowan County cannot be looking ahead to playing Boyd County Monday night. They can't do that. They can't let that happen because Boyd County's beat them twice. Oh, we can't wait to get to those guys and beat them. They got to focus on Russell tonight or it could be a long night.
They better focus on the Red Devils. Yeah. Watson and Wilburn really playing good. Thacker's turned up the juice. And the Red Devils need everybody to play. And like you said, play early.
Yep.
And the keys of the game being brought to you by, of course, Ron LeMaster Insurance in South Shore. They have all your insurance needs covered, like life, health, car, and home. Sending it down the line when we come back. It's Russell and Rowan County. This is Game Changer, brought to you by Papa John's Pizza in Grayson and Flatwoods on Kool TV.
The Ashland area YMCA is where families and friends come to stay active and have fun. As a staple of the Ashland community for 125 years, we offer a wide range of activities and classes. We have something for all ages and interests, from cardio, fitness, and personal training, to swimming at our junior Olympic-sized pool, to a variety of sports facilities and programs. Visit us today at the Ashland area YMCA.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every epic stuffed crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuffing on our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Back at the Pepsi broadcast table, James Collier joined now with Kent Robinson. Kent, what a heck of a first game we had there. 60-52, Boyd County survives. I was talking with Coach A, and I said, survive and advance. That's what it's about this time of the year.
Well, it was kind of like a deja vu from last year. You know, the overtime game. East Carter tried to slow it down a little bit. I think, again, it just come down to that Boyd County press, which caused a few turnovers. And as you said, Coach A said it. Coach E's been there, done that. And you survive and advance, and that's what the Lions will do, is they'll get the winner of this one coming up on Monday around in Russell, and this should be a dandy.
Yeah, two teams that's been here a lot. Rowan County, this is their 90th game. They have a record of 41-48 all time. 26-28 in the first round. They've won 6 championships. 2 under head coach Sean Thacker back in 2011 and 2012. His 14th season out of 16 total that he's been in Moorhead, that he's brought his team to the regional tournament. On the other side, Derek Cooksey. This is the 100th game for the Russell Red Devils. They have a record of 50-49. 29-23 in the first round, 6-9 in the finals. Last time they won one, 2006. They beat Elliott County 56-52. Can't you look at the way this one shapes up? Rowan County beat them both times in the regular season. Back in the EKC tournament, December 5th, 75-56. February 22nd, over to Marv, 73-63. That game was not as close as that score indicates. They always say, though, tough to beat a team 3 times in one season.
And you had him on your show, or our show out there at Moorhead, and, you know, Coach Thacker was giddy and Coach Cooksey was giddy. They've been friends for a number of years. They talked about the thought process coming into tonight. You know, that was kind of a friendly gathering. You know, we had breakfast. All the coaches were there. But tonight, it's all business. Yeah, they're friends right now, but it's going to be business and business till the final horn blows.
Yeah, this one should be a dandy. Winner gets Boyd County on Monday night at 6:30. Let's take a look at our starting lineups this evening. Brought to you apart by Texas Roadhouse, where you get great steaks and more. For the Vikings, they'll be the home team on the scoreboard. Champions of the 61st with that victory over Fleming County, 56-54. What a wild finish to that one in the final 30 seconds. Weston Maxey, Colby Wilburn, Braden Myris, Jason Ingles, Deshaun Watson. I talked with Coach Thacker today, and 2 of those 5 guys on that list, he was not certain if they were going to be able to go today. One of those, they're going to be watching his minutes. So we'll see how that plays out as this game gets going. But you look at what Deshaun Watson brings to the table. Leading rebounder on the team, averaging nearly 11 a game. He went for 23 and 10. He was the only player in double figures in the win over Fleming County in that district championship over in the 61st. Great look down the tunnel there as Rowan County huddling up, getting ready to come back out on the floor. Let's take a look at the starting lineups now for the Russell Red Devils. They're in the Maroons tonight. Pridemore, Neal Quinn, Rimmer, and Fleming. That's been the starting 5 for Derek Cooks the entire season. I had their first game of the year when they played over at West Carter in the EKC tournament, and I texted Coach Cooksey. I said, I need your 5 starters that morning. He said, I can only give you 4. He went with Gabe Pridemore, and he's been in the starting lineup the rest of the way.
Played well.
He has. It's no secret. The 2 pills that kind of make this team move forward, Elijah Neal and Caleb Rimmer. Rimmer and Neal both freshmen. Rimmer averaging 15.5 a game, Neal 15.4. Tatum Fleming, the senior, 8 points, a little bit over 8 points a game. He's been really big down the stretch. Struggled a little bit in the district championship game, and that loss to Greenup County 59-42. has really struggled against this Rowan County team in both matchups. Had 2 points in that loss back on February 22nd at home. Only scored 4 points in the EKC tournament over at West Carter. All right, let's take a look at our officiating crew. They're brought to you by Tri-State Ophthalmology. For complete eye care, see the good folks at Tri-State Ophthalmology. Michael Stokes, Michael Romans, and Cody Ryan, our officials out of the 9th region. We've had some really good crews that's worked here. Great crew we had with us last game. Tony Pompilio was here with us Monday night. We've seen him down at the state tournament at Rupp Arena. Phenomenal guy, but, a very physical matchup there in that first game. And for now, that's 5 games we've had here this week, and it's been kind of the same way. You're not going to get away with a lot of bump fouls, especially when you're away from the basket.
They're going to watch you from the get-go, and that's and they do a great job, like our 16th region officials. The 9th region is going to let you go so far, and if it gets too bad in the scruff, they're going to call something.
All right, great look there in the huddle as Derek Cooksey gives the final preparations to his boys in the maroon tonight. Let's head across the way to Mr. Chuck Rist, our public addresser tonight, and he'll announce our starting lineups for this evening's matchup.
Arena, Morehead State University, and the 2024 16th Region Boys Basketball Tournament. In this evening's second game of the first round, the runners-up from the 63rd District, the Red Devils of Russell High School, meet the winners of the 61st District, the Vikings of Rowan County Senior High School. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the visiting team, Russell. For the Red Devils, starting at guard, a 6'2 freshman, number 23, Gabe Pridemore. At guard, a 6-foot freshman, number 3, Elijah Neal. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 0, Noah Quinn. At forward, a 6'3 freshman, number 22, Caleb Rimmer. And at forward, a 6'4 senior, number 24, Tatum Fleming. Russell has a record of 17 wins and 12 losses. The Red Devils are coached by Derek Cooksey, assisted by Brett Cooksey, Rex Cooksey Sr., Tim Fraley, and Ted Leiby. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the home team, Rowan County. For the Vikings, starting at guard, a 5'8 junior, number 11, Jason Ingalls. At guard, a 6'2 senior, number 23, Colby Wilburn. At guard, a 6'1 senior, number 13, Braden Myris. At guard, a 6'2 senior, number 5, Weston Maxey. And at guard, a 6'1 senior, number 3, Deshaun Watson. Rowan County has a record of 22 wins and 10 losses. The Vikings are coached by Sean Thacker, assisted by Gabe Brown, Jordan Mann, Tyler Thacker, Randy Wallace, Tyler Maynard, and Chris Roberts. The officials assigned to this evening's second game, Michael Stokes, Tyler Padgett, and Cody Ryan.
Our tip-off tonight is brought to you apart by Cisco's Barbershop in Canova, where no appointments are needed. And the first quarter is brought to you apart by Leith Clark Wealth Management. Let Leith help you with all your retirement needs. Hey, that's what he does. We go to our Cisco Barbershop tip-off cam.
Rimmer got a haircut.
Rimmer and Weston Maxey center court. Ball's in the air, and this second game is underway. Russell will control the tip. They'll work it from right to left as we view it here courtside at LST. Quinn on the wing, right side, feeds it inside to Rimmer. Out to Fleming. Fleming attacks the rim. Teardrop up, can't get the roll. Russell with an offensive rebound, then Deshaun Watson just takes it away from Neal inside, or that was Pridemore inside. Here's Myris out top of the key. 30 seconds gone. Rowan County with his first possession. Watson on the wing right side serving. Feeds it back out to Myers. Goes to the left. Stops in the lane. Turns. Feeds it back out top of the key. Wilburn. Wilburn to the rack on Rimmer. Puts it up off the glass. Can't get the finish to go. Pridemore claims the rebound. Here comes Russell. Colby Wilburn, a young man, struggled with a lot of injuries last year. Has played a full season this year. Has had a heck of a year. 17.2 points a game. Leading scorer on the team. And then a nice job there by Wilburn to knock that one away as they tried to feed it inside to Rimmer on the baseline. Watson front court. 14 points, 10 rebounds in the February 22nd meeting over at Russell. 2 points and 8 boards the last time they played in the EKC tournament back in December. Here's Watson, top of the key. Pumps, goes to the lane. Off balance shot, in and out, no good. Knocks it away, puts it up and in.
You just got it from him.
Deshaun Watson dents the scoreboard for the Vikings. They lead at 2-0. 1.5 minutes, gone here in the first period. Elijah Neal, the freshman, into the front court. 14 points in the EKC loss, 13 points in the loss at home. Here's Pridemore. Strong take off the right side, and we're even at 2.
He saw an opening there in the paint. Nice move by Gabe.
One of those freshmen for Derek Cooksey's team. Myers takes it out top. Now wants to take it left side. Spins, comes to the right. There's Neal on the help. Ingles. Wilburn down the center of the lane. Feeds it off to Watson. Watson with a teardrop in front of the rim. He's got all 4 of the Vikings points, and they lead at 4-2.
Just a strong move. That's what he does.
And that's not a cat you want to get going quickly.
Not in that paint, no sir.
Rowan County's first trip to the district back in 1961. They played Du Bois. They lost 60-49. Their first win came in 1966, 5 years later when they beat Morgan County 47-46. Sean Thacker in his 16th season, missing the regional tournament only for the second time last year. Turns out a 22-10 team this year, and they have been stellar. Beat Fleming County in 2 out of 3 this year, including surviving that district championship game. We get a foul as they'll get that one on to Deshaun Watson. That's his first, team's first. If you did not see the ending of that game, it was phenomenal. Adam Hargett hit 2 threes in the final 30 seconds. Looked like we were going to overtime, and Deshaun Watson grabbed the basketball and off to the races he went, coast to coast with a layup, and was able to push Rowan County in for the championship. Rimmer finishes for his first points. We're even at 4. Fleming County plays Morgan tomorrow night at 6:30. That one should be a dandy. Ashland and Greenup will follow. And then we'll switch back to the girls on Friday night for the semifinals. Ashland and Russell in the first game. Boyd Fleming in the second. Girls championship here on Saturday at 7 p.m. Pridemore blocks it away. Watson feeds it. Here's Myers down the right side off the glass. Good.
A little scoop shot off the window.
Clark's pump and shot. Bucket for the senior. His first points. Puts Russell back in front by a deuce. And somebody left Pridemore wide open. He gets blocked on the glass. Colby Wilburn says, I don't think so.
Wilburn come out of nowhere.
We'll check a replay on that one in a moment. Here's Watson out of the corner. Feeds it backside. Wide open was Maxey, and he blew the bunny. Neal in transition. Slows things down out to Pridemore. He'll bring it near side Quinn. Neal will reset. Inside of 4 to go in the first half. Neal to the basket and a finish.
He's so good.
His first points of the ball game. We're even at 6. Good start for both teams here in this basketball game. Myers will take it out top and reset. 3:20 to go here in the first. It's been a dandy. Watson kicks it out in the corner. Ingles spot up threes on the way. Yes!
That was deep.
Jason Ingles with a Clark's pump and shot 3 ball, the first of the ball game, a 9-point lead. Tatum Fleming, 17-footer from the left side, in and out, no good. Watson with a rebound. Here come the Vikings up 3. Watson a crossover, gets to the lane, and has it raked away. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Rowan County. And that'll take us to our Advantage Plus Realty Media timeout with 2:54 to play in the opening quarter. Rowan County in front, 9-6. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament, live from Morehead State University on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
At Preston Family Funeral Home, we understand how making decisions during the loss of a loved one can be most difficult. You can help relieve this burden on your family with pre-planning at Preston Family Funeral Home. It's safe, secure, and simple. You can transfer your existing plan from any other funeral home to Preston Family Funeral Home by simply calling 606-325-4946. Preston Family Funeral Home. Our family serving yours because we care.
Back to Pepsi broadcast table, 9-6 Rowan in front, 2:54 to go here in the first quarter.
Seems like Deshaun Watson, Coach Collard's wanting to take it inside the paint every time he touches the basketball.
Well, he was a question mark earlier today when I talked with Sean Thacker. Has been dealing with some illness. Came in and shot by himself yesterday. He certainly looks the part here tonight. Here's Watson on the baseline. Steps through, ball knocked loose. He fights for it and takes it all the way back out top of the key. Myers will reset. Russell shooting 43% from the field. Rowan County 50%.
Being patient.
Here's Watson from the corner. Spot up threes on the way. Gets the roll. Clark's Pump and Shop triple by the senior. Give him 7, and the lead is 6. That's the largest in the contest. Here's Quinn. Feeds it off into the corner. Pridemore. Garvin Myers checking in on that dead ball. Stoltz Pharmacy substitute for the Vikings. Here's Fleming. Step back three from the corner. No. Myers kicks it ahead. Off in the corner. 3 balls on the way. No. Off the rim as Gavin Myers tried to put it in. We got Gavin and Braden. Braden the senior, Gavin the junior. Family moved back from Lexington this season and rejoined the Vikings. Had been with Rowan County in previous years. Nice feed to Rimmer down the lane. Too stiff. Fights for his own rebound. Turns, puts it off the glass. Too stiff again. Noah Quinn corrals the rebound out. Brings it back out. Here's Neal. Neal hemmed up on the far sideline. Brings it off to Quinn, top of the key. Approaching 1 minute to play here in the first. Pridemore. Feeds it off to Fleming. He'll step into a triple. No. Ingles with a rebound. Here come the Vikings. They'll pitch it ahead off to Myers. That's Gavin. Ingles for another 3. No. What a big rebound there by Wilburn. Back out top of the key. 55 seconds to play in the first. Ingles will take the basketball and reset the offense. 6-0 run over the last 2:30. Russell's missed their last 5 and have gone scoreless over 3 minutes. Here's Wilbert inside, working on Rimmer. Strong take, no. Rimmer with a rebound. 30 seconds to go as Neal will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Rowan County staying in a man-to-man. Neal working on Myers, far side, 20 seconds. Russell going to try to hold for the final shot of the first period. Myers tries to rake it away. What a move there by Neal. Stops in the lane. Teardrop up. No. Watson with a rebound. 2 seconds. Half-court shot coming. It's good if it'll go. It's well short. And that's the end of 1 quarter of play. Rowan County leads this one 12-6. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament live on Kool TV for Morehead State University. We're back after this.
The first quarter has been brought to you by Leaf Clark Wealth Management. Let Leaf help you with all your retirement needs. Hey, that's what he does. Fuji Japanese Sushi and Steakhouse still offers authentic and delicious cuisine at 915 13th Street, Ashland, including monthly sushi specials. The convenient location and affordable prices make Fuji a natural choice for dine-in or takeout. Fuji's variety in taste and high-quality fresh ingredients, coupled with the always great hibachi grill chefs, make it an affordable place to enjoy the great cuisine at Fuji Japanese Sushi and Steakhouse, 13th Street, Ashland. For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 and Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza and Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. The second quarter is brought to you by the Hogs Trough in Grayson. For great tasting barbecue and more, the place to go is the Hogs Trough in Grayson.
Leeds Russells, we welcome you back to the Pepsi broadcast table. James Collier, Kent Robinson, Jace Winkleman will trigger in to start the second quarter. Stoltz Pharmacy substitute for the Vikings to get the second quarter underway.
Sporting the Jabbar goggles.
Had that nose that was broken earlier in the season.
Good protection. What you need.
Russell's going to show 2-3 zone now. Wilburn, Maxey, and also in the game now, Slade White. There's Myris down the lane. Teardrop up. No. Slade White with a stick back.
It's a good box out.
6-foot senior jumps off the bench and splashes home 2 and an 8-point lead. It's the largest of the night for the Vikings. This is what Rowan County wants to do. Try to get it out in pressure. It's not the same Vikings team that we're typically used to seeing. And that's grind it out. 2-3 zone. Elijah Neal, did he get that one to go? He did.
Yeah, went in.
Here we go with your Furco Enterprises instant replay. Draws the contact on Slade White, threw the prayer up from behind, and he gets it to drop. So Neal's 4th points of the ball game. From the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line is a 70% free throw shooter. Nets that one. He's got 5. Foul was on Slade White, his first, team's first of the quarter. Only the second team foul in the basketball game. There's Myris showing off some fancy dribbles there as he did a little slide into the right wing and kept that dribble alive. Started on the baseline, cut off. Back out top now, Wilburn. Here's Maxey, spun up 3 from the wing, good.
That was deep from the Russell bench.
Weston Maxey, a Clark's pump and shot 3 ball. Pushes the lead back to 8. Now Russell's going to look at a pressure in the backcourt, and Derek Cooksey wants a timeout. Let's see if we get a 30 or full. I believe it's going to be a 30, and it will.
When you visit Lexington for work or play, plan your stay at the newly renovated Homewood Suites, located off I-75 in the Hamburg Pavilion. They've got studio and 1-bedroom suites. You'll find all of the modern comforts of home, including a full hot bar, breakfast daily, the evening social. That comes on your Wednesday night. Free Wi-Fi. You've got that fitness center, pool, sports court, the fire pit, and the outdoor kitchen. 859-543-0464 to make the call to make your reservation. Make your home away from home in Lexington. The Homewood Suites by Hilton at Hamburg. As Russell shooting 31% from the field, around 47%. 4 of 13 for the Red Devils, 7 of 15 for Rowan County Russell basketball.
6:30 to go before halftime. Stay tuned with us at the break. Coach Ian Dickey will break all this one down. Russell beats the press. Quinn front court. Tyler Cordial checking in. Stoltz Pharmacy substitute, 6'6" sophomore. He replaces Tatum Fleming. Here's Rimmer. Left wing threes on the way. No. Myris with a rebound. Here come the Vikings trying to push this to a double-digit lead on this trip down the floor. Into the corner, Wilburn. Spot up threes on the way. No. Ball raked around. Winkleman comes out of there with it. He'll look it off to Wilburn. Wilburn down the lane. Right at Cordial with a finger roll.
Took it right to him.
Colby Wilburn's first points of the night. It's a 10-point lead. Sean Thacker saying, get up. There's no more 2-3 zone from this guy.
Not now.
I talked to him in the preseason. I said, what do we see this year? He said, it's going to be different looking. He said, we've got the horses in the stable to do some big work. And what a take there by Elijah Neal. That's his second big-time scoop shot at the rim. Maxey, college three on the way. Yes.
Quick release.
Back-to-back Clark's Pump and Shop triples by the senior. 11-point lead. That's the largest in the ballgame. And then Neal tries to spin away. Myers with a takeaway to the right side with a finger roll. Timeout, Russell.
Has to burn another one. The run is on its way.
Let's see if they want a 30 or a full here. 30-second timeout. Good look there on your instant replay.
When you visit Lexington for work or play, why not, again, stay at the newly renovated Homewood Suites. It's located off I-75 in the Hamburg Pavilion. Studio, one-bedroom suites. They've got everything you need, just like being at home with a full hot breakfast daily if you don't want to go out. A social hour on Wednesday night. They've got the free Wi-Fi in your rooms, no problem with that. Want to work out before going to the game? They've got a fitness center, the pool, full sports court for you, outdoor kitchen, and, of course, the fire pit. Call 859-543-0464 to make your reservation. Make your home away from home in Lexington. It's the Homewood Suites by Hilton at Hamburg. Rowan County now, James, 10 of 19 shooting for 53%.
We're getting after it, and the defensive pressure. They forced 3 turnovers in this basketball game, turning those into 4 points. Russell trying to deal with that pressure in the backcourt, a little 2-2-1. Neal pitches it ahead off to Fleming. He's back in the basketball game, a Stoltz Pharmacy substitute. Here's Neal out top to the rack. Double pumps. Can't get that one to go, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Russell right now can't find anything from the outside, trying to take it in. And a couple of free throws coming up for Neal.
Braden Myers whistled for the foul, his first, team second. Elijah Neal, one of one from the Grayson Sporting Goods charity stripe. 70% free throw shooter is the freshman. First one's on the way is good. That's the first points for Russell in over 5 minutes. Got them both. Young man is a heck of a ball player. 11 points in the district championship game. Scored double figures in both meetings with Rowan County. He's got 9 of the 13 for the Red Devils here thus far. There's Gavin Myers. Down in the corner, Ingles. Lobs it inside to White.
Ooh.
Nearly threw it out of bounds. A nice pick there by Ingles. Showing off some of those baseball skills. Scott Collins will have to wait a little bit longer for him, though. Nice take off the left side window there by Braden Myers. His 6 points. A Kentucky Farmers Bank shot, and the lead's 13. Here's Neal in transition. Slows things down as he's cut off there by Ingles. Fleming on the baseline. Looks it off to Kazmarzik, and a whistle and a foul as Myers tried to slide over and take the charge. Instead, he's calling for the blocking foul, his second, team's third. Here comes Deshaun Watson back in, Stoltz Pharmacy substitute, replacing Braden Myers. Here's Colby Wilburn back in the ball game as well. 3:58 to play in the first half.
Can Rowan County, is he the deeper bench than Russell?
Oh, he's got probably one of the deepest benches in the region,
or maybe in the state.
And that's something I talked with Sean on Saturday at the thing at the draw show. Thanks to my producer there. All right, you're not fired anymore. Just kidding. I said, what's the biggest thing with you this year? He said, we've got the depth to run with anybody. And he said that allows us to really get up in you, get in your legs, get after it for 32 minutes. And he said the whole purpose is that by the time they get to the fourth quarter, they want those legs for their opponents to be just dead.
Yeah. You're definitely on the college floor, no question.
There's Joe Kazmarzik out to Fleming. Spot up 3 from the wing. Got it. Tatum Fleming's first points goes home, and a Clark's Pump and Shop triple. Cuts the lead to 10. Ingles across the midcourt stripe. Elijah Neal meets him there. And then Neal picks his pocket. Takes it off to the right side, to the rack. Double pumps and finishes.
Nice job.
Neal with 11. 9 in the quarter. And that gets it down to 8. You've not heard even the best of what's to come for Elijah Neal. That young man's only a freshman. Played huge as an 8th grader and had a really good season this year. Nearly leading the team in scoring, just a 1/10 of a point less than Caleb Rimmer. There's Gavin Myers out of the corner. Takes it out to Ingles. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the half. Ingles right corner. Doesn't like what he sees. Takes it back out. They'll go left side now to Watson. Right in front of Derek Cooksey. Here's White on the elbow. Backing in on Rimmer. Fakes right. Comes back left. Ball tipped all the way back out to Watson. Russell fans across the way liking what they see right now. There's Watson. Steps inside. 19 pull-up jumper. No good.
Over the back.
And we'll get a push from behind. That one should be on Slade White, and it is. That's his second. Team's fourth. Time for an Advantage Plus Realty media timeout. We've got 2:41 to play in the half. Russell trailing at Rowan County 26-18. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament. Live from Morehead State University on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Back to Pepsi broadcast table, 26-18. Russell's cut it to 8. They've trailed by as many as 13. And it's Russell basketball out of the timeout. Rowan County trying to force a trap. Stole it away. Nice job right there as Jace Winkleman steps in, takes it away, and puts it up off the window. Lead back to 10 for the Vikings. And Pridemore lets it slip through his fingers out of bounds, and that's what this Vikings pressure does. It speeds you up, gets you uncomfortable.
Makes you out of focus.
5th turnover of the basketball game. You know, it's amazing what happens when you have stat broadcasts that actually works. You can give real-time stats. It's phenomenal.
They did not get a new computer.
Matt Schwarbert fixed it.
They upgraded.
Matt is phenomenal. He's done so much. He's sports information director here at Morehead State University. Greatly appreciate his efforts and everything that he does here, helping us out for the 16th Region Tournament. We're going the other way as Winkleman gets called for the push off, his first, team's 5th. Player control foul, so we will not shoot free throws. We'll go the only shooting free throws on defensive fouls. It's an offensive foul. Does count as a turnover. Only the second, though, for Rowan County. Rimmer got a 3-on-1. Ingles slows him down. Tries to go out into the corner, and Pridemore loses it out of bounds, but they said Russell did not touch it last. You talk about Sean Thacker, 17-12 in the regional tournament. He's got 17 wins. He's chasing down Harold Cole from Ashland for 18. This is his 30th game. Randy Anderson tied him in the last game for 29. Now he makes it up to 30. Chasing down Coach Baker, Charlie Baker that is, for 5th. He's got 32 total games in the regional tournament. And the Vikings step in front of that one and take it away. Gavin Myers. To the rack is Winkleman. He's fouled, but it won't go home. He'll shoot 2.
Russell's turned it over 3 times in the last 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Not scored in that period as well.
Pridemore whistled for the foul. His first, team's first. Chase Winkleman, 64% free throw shooter. Free throw won't go home. One more from the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line. Engel steps off. Back in is Weston Maxey. Stoltz Pharmacy substitute. Big hat tip to our crew here tonight. Jeff Irwin, our executive producer. Our director this evening is Felicia Collier. Camera operators, Travis Otworth, Taylor Heath, and Jacob Hankins. doing a phenomenal job as always, bringing you all the action right here on Kool TV. Here's Quinn. Off to Neal. Neal slows things down, approaching 1 minute to play in the half. Bremer, who's been quiet, finds a nice pass inside to Fleming, and he misses the bunny.
He wanted the foul, didn't get it.
Here's Watson on the wing. 1 minute to play. Watson wants to attack. Feeds it off inside. Winkleman off the left window. His 4th point of the ball game. A Kentucky Farmers Bank shot, and then a turnover in the backcourt. There's Watson, wide open off the right side, is good. He's got 9, and that quickly the lead is 15. Neal racing to the basket. He's tied up, and a reach-in foul at the basket. That's going to be on Deshaun Watson. That's his 2nd. And Elijah Neal back to the free throw line. I'm running out of lines to put his stats for the 2nd quarter. Has 11 points. He's 4 for 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. 35.3 seconds to go in the quarter. Freshman's first free throw's too stiff. Here comes Ingles back in for Deshaun. Stoltz Pharmacy substitute. Again, you look at these angles that we're giving you here at Kool TV. You know, the Cisco Barbershop tip-off cam overhead and all the courtside shots. All of it's our own stuff. Our own people doing their job and doing a phenomenal job of that at the same time.
Money.
Couldn't ask for a better crew.
No. They make us look easy, don't
Yeah.
they? We just come in and sit down.
24 seconds to go in the half. Rowan County will hold for the final shot of the first half of play, leading by 14, 33-19. A bucket here would push it to the largest lead of the night. Here's Maxey. 10 seconds. Ingles out of the corner. 7 seconds. Working on Neal. Starts to attack. Goes on the baseline. Feeds it inside. It's kicked out of bounds. 2 seconds to go on the baseline for the Vikings. Let's see what Sean Thacker wants here. I would look for some type of pick and roll and a high lob toward Wilburn or Maxey. There comes Wilburn. There he is. Finishes at the rim.
You should be a coach.
I might have done that a few times. Check this out for your Furco instant replay. Got the back pick. Dropped it in there. Beautiful finish. And the Vikings go to the locker room leading by 16 after one half of play. 35-19. Rowan County's up on Russell. This is the Clark's Pop-Up Shop 16th Region Basketball Tournament live on Kool TV.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Hogs Trough in Grayson. For great tasting barbecue and more, the place to go is the Hogs Trough in Grayson.
Clay's Pharmacy in Catlettsburg offers so much, like prescriptions and easy transfers, COVID-19 vaccinations, flu shots, bathroom and mobility aids, diabetes specialized care. They accept most insurances, including Medicare and Medicaid. They have convenient multi-dose packaging, even prescriptions for pets, and drive-through is available. Clay's Pharmacy is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6:30, Saturdays 9 to 2, closed on Sundays. Clay's Pharmacy, 3513 Court Street, Catlettsburg, just off US 23. Check them out on Facebook or online at clayspharmacy.com.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky. McLeod's Body Shop in Ashland uses only state-of-the-art auto body equipment and high-quality paint products in delivering outstanding customer service and outstanding craftsmanship for domestic and foreign vehicles, whether it's a major collision repair or a minor door ding, frame straightening, PPG finish with lifetime warranty. Rely on the family-owned and operated McLeod's Body Shop since 1981. Free estimates, pickup, and delivery. Call 606-329-1616. McLeod's Body Shop, 4555 13th Street, Ashland.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff in our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. because no one stuffs the crust like Papa John's.
Welcome back to Morehead State University. Johnson Arena and the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Boys Basketball Tournament. This is Game Changer Halftime, brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. That's Papa John's, Grayson, and Flatwoods. Coach Easterling, we got to look at scoring summary. It's, of course, brought to you by Bowman's Auto and Collision Service in Flatwoods. They can take care of all of your auto repair needs. Coach, what you got for us?
Rowan County wins the first quarter 12-6. Also, big second quarter for Rowan County, 23-13, giving us our 35-19 advantage at the half for the Vikings. Rowan County burning it up from the field first half, 15 for 25, 60%. Russell just 7 for 18, 39%. Rowan County also 4 for 7 on threes, 57%. Russell just 1 for 5 for 20%. Free throw line, Rowan County just 1 for 2, obviously 50%. Russell 4 for 5 for 80%. Russell's got some work to do, big guy.
It looks like Rowan County's got a lot more points off the bench. Matter of fact, that's 7-0. And you know they ain't no points in the paint this game either.
I don't think anybody's punching those in.
I don't believe they are, Coach. I don't believe they are. Coach, what's your biggest thought here for Rowan County? Watson, Wilburn playing well. Looks like, yeah. The kid's name, Coach?
Myris.
Winkleman,
yes. He's done a good job off the bench.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2 from the field.
Well, we talked in the pregame. Watson's been scoring a lot more lately. He's got 9 points in the first half, and he's 1 for 1 from threes again.
Yeah, he's just tough on defense.
Yeah.
Too. All right, this is the Game Changer Halftime. Papa John's Pizza, Grayson and Flatwoods, right here on Kool TV.
Asking a friend for help is hard. It's easier to ask us. Help at home, from meal prep to personal care. Call First Lot Home Care today to see how we can help you.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Scott Sharp, your 100th district representative, wishes the best of luck to all the 16th regional teams. Just as Scott Sharp works hard for you, he understands the hard work each team puts in to get to this regional competition. As your representative, his team puts forth all they have for the betterment of Kentuckians. Continue to strive to be the best, young athletes. Best of luck to all of you from your 100th district representative, Scott Sharp.
See what it's like to be an eagle. In the mountains of eastern Kentucky, Morehead State University carries on a championship tradition that gives everyone a reason to cheer. MSU is where you can win on the field and in the classroom. Join the Eagle Nation.
Welcome back to Morehead State University, 16th Region Boys Basketball action. This is halftime, and it's the Game Changer Halftime, brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. Coach, we got to look at some individual stats now. Individual scoring brought to you by Kurt Robinson, State Farm Insurance. Let Kurt help you with all of your insurance needs. Coach, help us with some insurance needs on some individual scoring.
I'll do it, buddies. We just mentioned Deshaun Watson leading the Vikings 9 points in the first half. Weston Maxey, Braden Myers with 6. And you mentioned Jace Winkleman, 5 big points off the bench for Rowan County. For Russell, good news is Elijah Neal had a really good first half with 12 points. The bad news is the rest of the team just scored 7, so they're going to pick it up offensively.
All right, turnovers brought to you in part by the Greenham County Public Library. Turn the pages on your favorite books and get ready to check them out over at the library. Greenham County Public Library, Coach.
7 turnovers for Rowan County first half, my man. Just 2 for Russell, giving Russell a 9-2 big advantage in points off turnovers.
Rebounds brought to you by the Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank, with locations in Ashland Summit, Calixburg, and Louisa.
Russell up on the glass right now.
Wake up, Coach.
Well, I didn't know if you still talking. Russell up on the glass 12-9 right now, giving them an 8-2 advantage in second chance points. As you mentioned, 7-0 off the bench for Rowan County, a key stat there. Still time for Russell. They got to get it going, though.
All right, this is Game Changer at halftime. It's Rowan County 35, Russell 19, right here on Kool TV.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
At Preston Family Funeral Home, we understand how making decisions during the loss of a loved one can be most difficult. You can help relieve this burden on your family with pre-planning at Preston Family Funeral Home. It's safe, secure, and simple. You can transfer your existing plan from any other funeral home to Preston Family Funeral Home by simply calling 606-325-4946. Preston Family Funeral Home. Our family serving yours because we care.
The third quarter is brought to you by the accounting firm of Griffith, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett. For all your tax and accounting needs, see the pros at Griffith, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett.
Back to the Pepsi broadcast table. James Conger, Kent Robinson, happy to have you along with us here. Russell leads this one Rowan County leads this one 35-19. Russell with the basketball to start the second half, and off we go. Neal Fleming, Rimmer, Pridemore, and Quinn starting 5 on the floor for the Red Devils. There's Pridemore, tries to cross over, gets tripped up with Deshaun Watson. A lot of contact, no whistle, we play on. Here's Watson to the rack and a finish. Nobody picked him up, and he goes right to the rim.
Russell just standing around as soon as he come down the floor.
His 11th point of the night. This one's threatening to get out of hand. Here's Rimmer. Spins in traffic and finishes. That's only his 4th point of the night, averaging only over 15 a game.
Try to give him the ball more.
He's attempted 5 shots tonight, hitting only 2 of those. That's 4 rebounds. Russell with only 9 rebounds in the first half. Rowan County with 12. There's Watson. Into the corner, Maxey. Steps through, slams on the brakes. Has it poked out of bounds as he was trying to feed Ingles. Take 2 minutes after the game. Kent and I will wrap things up here on Kool TV for Game Changer. It'll be over on Kool Hits 105.7 FM. Coach Ian Dickey will break everything down from this game, preview the bracket and tomorrow night's games. Morgan and Fleming at 6:30. Ashland Greenup at 8. Watson on the baseline. Gives it off to Myers. 15-footer on the baseline's pure. Braden Myers with his 8th point of the night. That takes the lead to 18, the largest of the ball game. Neal with 12 of the 21 for the Red Devils. He'll back things out. Quinn feeds it on for the corner, and Fleming was standing out of bounds.
We've seen it a few times this year or this week, girls and boys still trying to learn where the lines are on the floor. You talked about it about every game, especially tonight with the two lines.
Joe Kazmarzik into the basketball game. Stoltz Pharmacy substitute, replacing Gabe Pridemore. Fires into the front court. Near side, Wilburn. Give it off to Watson on the baseline. Kazmarzik working on him. And should have been something there. Instead, it gets away, and what a finish there by Weston Maxey with a Kentucky Farmers bank shot. He went up and down with a basketball. That's got to be a jump or a walk, one of the two. He never not had the possession. Here's Rimmer in traffic and the stick back. 6 points for Rimmer. Myris with a spin move, blocked away. That was blocked by Quinn. Kazmarzik gives it off to Quinn. He'll bring it front court. Fleming, long three from the corner, no. Kazmarzik with a rebound, turns, puts it right back up and in.
Went right over to Deshaun Watson, gets the bucket.
Strong finish there by Kazmarzik, the 6'2 senior. And that trims the lead to 16, and it gotten to 20. Nice little surge here by the Red Devils. See if they can feed off of it. And Watson can't handle the feed on the baseline as it goes out of bounds. Only the third Rowan County turnover of the basketball game, though. Neal lets the defense clear out. Myris will pick him up in full court. Now Watson will come up and try to play a little bit of heavy pressure. That's something Rowan County has shown this year. It will pick up the pressure in the backcourt, especially if you leave your point guard back there all alone. Here's Fleming. Rimmer wants it inside. They get it to him. He's working on Wilburn. Wilburn blocks it away. Rimmer gets his rebound, puts it back up. No. Second opportunity, yes. 6 points for Rimmer in the quarter. He has 8 in the basketball game, and the lead's down to 14. Here's your Furco instant replay. Rimmer going to work there in traffic. 4:20 to play in the third. 6-0 run by the Red Devils. Myris on the wing left side. Works off the screen. Goes to the elbow. Now back out to Maxey. Watson wants a three. It's from downtown, Tripletown, and it's good. His second Clark's Pump and Shop triple. 14 points in the basketball game for Deshaun Watson. And that's a big answer there that pushes the lead back to 17 and snaps that run by the Red Devils. Trying to go inside to Rimmer, and they'll say he touched it last out of bounds. Here comes Gavin Myris. Stoltz Pharmacy substitute replacing Jason Ingalls. Decent crowd still on hand here this evening.
Not bad. East brought a lot of people. So did Boyd.
Yeah. And, especially toward that game, getting toward the end when you had Rowan County and Russell all in hitting the place. This place was pretty full.
Yeah.
It was a good atmosphere. Fadeaway jumper there by Braden Myris is pure.
It was pretty.
He's got 10. Second player in double figures for the Vikings. Little 5-0 surge. Puts it back to 19. Rimmer from the corner, left side. Back to Neal. Neal pulls the trigger. Three's on the way, too stiff. Raider Myers with a rebound. He wanted to run, had to slow things down as he was bottled up, and then a whistle and a foul right in front of the Russell bench as Neal gets him on the hold, his first team's first. 3:11 to play here in the third. Advantage Plus Realty Media timeout coming up. Under 3 minutes to go in each quarter. Here's Myris. Goes to the right side and is fouled as he comes off the screen. Look at that one on Joe Kazmarzik.
Kazmarzik knew he got beat and just reached out to try to stop the drive to the hoop.
His first team second, 2:59 is the Advantage Plus Realty Media timeout. 46-27. Rowan County leading Russell. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament live on Kool TV.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Carroll Boulevard in Grayson.
Back at the Pepsi broadcast table, they rushed that timeout, and Colby Wilburn dialed up from downtown Moorhead.
That was deeper than the last one they shot.
My goodness, what a deep Clark's Pump and Chop 3 ball. That pushes the lead to 22. That's the largest of the contest. Here's Neal with a spin move in the lane. No good. Kazmarzik tries to save it in, but throws it into Maxey. Myris running the point. Races ahead, drops it off to his brother. Corner 3 on the way, no. Watson knocks it away. Another rebound by him. That's 5 in the ball game. Little 3-on-3 war right there with Watson and Neal. And then Neal steps in and takes it away from Myris. Here's Maxey from behind, gives it off to Quinn. Quinn finishes right side. Nice give and go right there. Quinn's first points of the ball game. Myris out top. Inside of 2 to play here in the third. Wilburn gets the lane. Back out to Watson. Watson wants a long 3. It's on the way. No. Big rebound there by Fleming. Here comes Elijah Neal. Stops at the left elbow. 15-footer off the glass for a Kentucky Farmers bank shot. His first points of the second half. He has 14. Rowan County shooting 62% from the field. They're 55% from long range tonight, 6 of 11.
That'll get it done.
Russell on the other side, 1 of 6. There's Gavin Myris on the wing left side. Feeds it into Wilburn. Wilburn to the left side window with a soft touch off the glass.
Got to step on Rimmer and put it up.
Wilburn with 9 in the basketball game. Fleming wants a 3 from downtown. In and out, no. Watson with his 6th rebound in the basketball game. Trying to split the defense. It's kicked out of bounds by Russell. Get a couple of subs on the far sideline. Here comes Pridemore back on. Winkleman back in for Rowan as Fleming and Watson will take a seat. Stoltz Pharmacy substitutes inside of a minute to play in the third. This game is emulating a lot of what that game looked like over in Russell about 2 weeks ago. That was back on the 22nd. Rowan County that night shot 50% from the field. They were 30 of 60. 40% on 8 of 20 from 3. Had 32 rebounds. Russell shot it well from the field that night, but a lot of those shots came late. Here's Neal. Wants to race it ahead. Feeds it inside. Kazmarzik off the left window. His 4th point. 20 seconds to go in the third. Myris into the front court. Neal picking up the pressure. Takes it off to his brother on the right wing, right next to Sean Thacker, the 16-year head coach for the Vikings. Here's Maxey off to the corner. Myris 3 at the horn. Count it! Braden Myris strokes home a Clark's Pump and Chop triple. Your Furco Enterprises instant replay. We've played 3. Rowan County leads this one 54-33. This is the Clark's Pump and Chop 16th Region Tournament live from Morehead State University. We're back after this.
The third quarter is brought to you by the accounting firm of Griffiths, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett. For all your tax and accounting needs, see the pros at Griffith, Delaney, Hillman, and Lett.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Horton Brothers and Brown Pharmacy, located at 201 East Main Street in downtown Grayson, has been your hometown pharmacy with a family touch since 1886. No matter the medicine you may need, Horton Brothers and Brown has you covered. They offer a premium line of nutritional supplements that can be shipped nationwide, while offering non-sterile compounding and genetic testing. Horton Brothers and Brown features delivered to local funeral homes with a large selection of willow tree figurines, and they offer gifts for any occasion, including wide selection of Vera Bradley merchandise. The pharmacy that still knows you by name is Horton Brothers and Brown, located in downtown Grayson, or visit them online at hbpharmacy.myshopify.com.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by JD Flooring in Greenham. For all your flooring needs, see the folks at JD Flooring.
Fourth and final stands as we welcome you back here to the Pepsi broadcast table. Rowan County with a basketball, leading 54-33. Colby Wilburn wants a deep three and buries it.
Their last 3 balls have been from the parking lot.
That was down next to Yamato, the seafood restaurant down next to the fire station. Alternating arrow gives it back to Russell.
The 16th Region Tournament game being brought to you in part by the good folks. We appreciate them very much. Double Drizzle in Summit. They've got great tasting cupcakes, cakes, and other pastries found right there at Double Drizzle.
The new location opened there in Grayson at the Members Choice Federal Credit Union building, right there off of I-64. And if you've never been to Double Drizzle, you need to do yourself a favor if you've got a sweet tooth. As I said yesterday, I will recommend the banana pudding as one of my favorites. But I've had about, 8 or 10 different varieties of it. I haven't yet to have anything that's not good in that place. Here's Wilburn to the rack, and Rimmer with a tie-up, and the arrow will stay with Rowan County. 12-6 after 1 quarter of play. Russell fell behind after Rowan County used a 6-0 run. Vikings outscored the Red Devils 23-13, and they led at 36-19 at the half. Rowan County outscores Russell by 5 in the third, and it's 57-33 with just over 7 minutes to go as Myris finishes in the rim. He's got 15 in the basketball game.
Burgess came in for Russell.
3 players for Rowan County in double figures here tonight. And Neal chucks a grenade as he was going to the ground, trying to get it toward the basket. We'll get that one on Winkleman. That's his second. Team's first of the quarter. Neal with the inbound. Here's Pridemore. Gets to the rack and blocked away, but that one was on Winkleman. They say got him on the body. His third, team second. And they'll put Gabe Pridemore to the Grayson Sporting Goods free throw line, shooting 2. Freshman, 13 points, 8 rebounds in the EKC matchup back in December. 5 points, 5 rebounds in the game in February, and then went for 3 and 3 in the district championship. Lost to Greenup County 59-42 down at the Greenhouse. First one's front iron short. And when you see front iron short on free throws, that usually means the legs are going.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm sure Sean Thacker would continue to talk about, is the fact of that's the kind of the way they want to play this year. They want to play faster. They want to get in your legs early.
Well, he told you that Saturday morning.
Yeah, and when you start seeing those front iron short on the free throws, that's what it usually is. It's not getting those legs the way that they need to go. There's Gavin Myris down to the corner. Braden, who hit that big three to stop in the third.
He thought about another one.
Brown County tonight, 61% from long range, 8 of 13. Or 25 of 39 from the field, 64%. Myris to the rack and finishes in front of Rimmer. What a strong take there by the senior. Now Russell with numbers. Ryder Burgess checks in. The 8th grader pops the triple, and it's an air ball. Brown County out in transition, wants to run. Gavin Myris kicks it off, or gets the kickoff from his brother Braden. Gets it right back now. Feeds it inside. What a look and a finish there to Slade White.
Mercy.
Your Furco Enterprises instant replay. Check this dime out. Full timeout requested by Derek Cooksey. It's 63-34, 5:43 to go in the ball game. We're back after this. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament live on Kool TV.
Forward pay at Appalachian Wireless. Why? How about no credit check, no contracts, and most of the features of postpaid? The simple, easy way to stay connected. And right now, get $75 off select forward pay devices. Plans starting as low as $19.95 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99. 10 gig of data for only $39.99. How about unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down? Forward pay, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions.
Are you looking for a shop that features unique clothing, jewelry, and gifts? Zella Rose Boutique has it all at 9724 Route 60, directly across from Camp Landing. At Zella Rose Boutique, you'll find unique women's clothing, beautiful jewelry, handbags, baby clothing, UK apparel and accessories, and wonderful gift items. Stop by and let Kelly and Judy help you with all your shopping needs, Tuesday through Friday from noon to 6, with Saturday hours posted weekly on their website, ZellaRoseBoutique.com.
Back to Pepsi broadcast table. Pridemore with a stick back. Apologies for the late time getting back in. They are not taking the full time for the timeouts. There is no way. We are getting out as soon as they take the timeout. 63-36. Myers works off the screen. Off to Ingles. Catch and shoot three. Off the glass. The bank is open. A Kentucky Farmers Bank Clark's Pump and Shop 3-ball by Jason Ingles.
That's the night that the Vikings are having so far.
Lead is 30. Here's Pridemore. Spins. Shot up and falls. 5 points in the quarter, 7 in the ball game. Your Furco Enterprises instant replay. Drew the contact the first time. The second bump came from Winkleman. And he'll pick up his fourth, team's third. Here's Tatum Fleming in for Noah Quinn, a Stoltz Pharmacy substitute. Stay tuned with us after the game. Ken and I will have a quick post-game here on Kool TV. Full game changer on Kool. It's 105.7 FM with Coach Ian Dickey. We'll follow at the conclusion of this basketball game. Pridemore finishes the three-point play. 66-39. Shot up no good and a foul underneath as Slade White got hammered on the way up. That's going to be on Pridemore. That's his second to foul number 1. So Slade White to the free throw line. The senior, a 35% free throw shooter as he goes to the Gravesend Sporting Goods free throw line. High arcing shot, rattles it home. Here's Winkleman back in the basketball game as he'll replace Braden Myers.
You look at the semifinals, Rowan County more than likely going to hang on. Boyd, Rowan County is going to have a few days to get ready for that.
That's going to be a fun one.
Tomorrow's just now Thursday. They're going to have all kinds of time.
All kinds of time to get ready.
Whoops.
Here's Pridemore. Glides to the rim with a finger roll. 10 points for Gabe Pridemore, the second player in double figures for Russell this evening. There's Ingles. Kicks it away. Winkleman into the lane. In traffic. Blocked away there by Rimmer. Saved by Neal. Pridemore spins on the baseline, or the sideline, excuse me. Short corner to Rimmer. Curls it back out top of the key to Pridemore. And he tried to go behind his back, and he dragged the foot. Turnover number 10 on Russell. 3:52 to play in the ball game.
So Russell James, just from the get-go, really just couldn't get anything going, and you got to credit Sean Thacker's ball club. Offensively, defensively, they've got it done this evening.
Now 6-6 was our score, and then it was a 6-0 run to close the first quarter. They pushed it into a 13-0 run and stretched it out in the second and never turned back and looked. They've led it by as many as 30. Here's Rimmer just tripped on the way to the basket. That's the second player that I've seen off that right elbow this evening that has just absolutely face planted. Happened in the East Carter-Boyd County game. Inside of 3:30 to go in the contest. Gavin Myris into the front court, gives it up to Deshaun Watson. Skip passed off to Myris. Myris on the baseline, feeds it inside. White turns off the window, good. Slade White filling it up here in the fourth. He's got 6 in the quarter, 8 in the basketball game. And Sean Thacker sending some subs to the scores table. They lead this one 70-41. Neal from the parking lot, no good. Into the hand of Watson. Myris lines up a 3. It's short. There's Slade White with a putback. 10 points for the senior. 8 of them coming here in the fourth quarter. 72-41. Rowan County's going to go to 23-10 on the season. They're going to play Boyd County in the semifinals on Monday. And we're going to reach in foul. Look at that one on Gavin Myris. His first, team's fourth. And that'll take us to our final Advantage Plus Realty Media timeout with 2:29 to go in the ball game. 72-41, Rowan County in front. Back after this. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament on Kool TV.
Asking a friend for help is hard. It's easier to ask us. Help at home, from meal prep to personal care. Call First Lot Home Care today to see how we can help you.
Since 1959, Asheville Office Supply Office USA has been your one-stop shop for all your product needs, offering great service, competitive pricing, and quality products. From general supplies like pens, calendars, and envelopes, to supplies like laser toners, inkjet cartridges, ribbons, and paper, to equipment like laser printers, inkjet printers, shredders, and more. Asheville Office Supply Office USA has it all. Go online to ashevilleoffice.com or call 800-926-1267. Asheville Office Supply Office USA, 2129 Street, Ashland.
Back to the Pepsi broadcast table. James Collier, Kent Robinson. 2:29 to play in the ball game. 72-41. Rowan County on their way to the semifinals Monday night. There's Burgess out of the corner on the inbound. Rimmer. Running jumper from the free throw line is good. He's got 8 in the quarter, 10 in the game. Third player in double figures for the Red Devils here this evening. Luke White in the basketball game. We got a lot of subs out on the floor. There's a turning jumper by Hayden Goldberg. Won't go home. Sloan, White, Rose, Flannery, and Goldberg. 3 is up, no good. Goldberg with a rebound, and that brings the student section to life. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's Sloan that puts it in. Or excuse me, Grant Rose, my mistake. I looked at the sheet wrong. 5'10 freshman gets his name in the scores book, 74-43. Neal from downtown Tripletown lines up the Clark's Pump and Shop triple. 17 points by the freshman, then steals and takes it away for 2 more.
Coach Thacker's just going to do a 30-second timeout to get some more subs in.
Yeah, trying to get everybody in the ball game. Just a quick sub there.
65% shooting. That's a good night.
Into the basketball game for Rowan County is Jonathan Thacker. And then off the right side is Dane Flannery for 2. 60 seconds to go in the ball game. There's Burgess. Long 3 by the 8th graders off the window. The Clark's Pump and Shop Kentucky Farmers Bank 3 ball by the 8th grader. And then the other way, Flannery for 2 more. And official saying he's got a shoe that needs to be tied on the other side, and that's so that Russell can get those subs in there and let those seniors take one final trip off the floor.
I like it. He's probably done that a few times.
Yeah, reaches down there and ties it up. Heck of an effort here tonight by Russell, but this Rowan County team peaking at the right time, and Sean Thacker, he knows a little bit about winning in March.
A little bit.
Takeaway by the Vikings. So bring it into the front court, lob it off to the far side. Luke White wants to attack, slams on the brakes, and he walked 15.8 seconds ago. We needed to get that last sub in.
Of course.
All of our substitutes brought to you in part by Stoltz Pharmacy. For all your pharmaceutical needs, see the good folks at Stoltz Pharmacy there in Greenup. Final seconds of the basketball game. Gunnar Hignite launches a 3, won't go home, but the stick back by Shea Burnham. And that's your basketball game. Rowan County wins it 78-53. They go to 23-10. Russell's season concludes at 17-13. Stay tuned. Post-game show up on Kool TV. Game changer over on Kool at 105.7. Again, your final score, 78-53. We're back for more after this. This is the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th Region Tournament live on Kool TV.
The fourth quarter has been brought to you by JD Flooring in Greenup. For all your flooring needs, JD Flooring has you covered.
Are you looking for a shop that features unique clothing, jewelry, and gifts? Zella Rose Boutique has it all at 9724 Route 60, directly across from Camp Landing. At Zella Rose Boutique, you'll find unique women's clothing, beautiful jewelry, handbags, baby clothing, UK apparel and accessories, and wonderful gift items. Stop by and let Kelly and Judy help you with all your shopping needs, Tuesday through Friday from noon to 6, with Saturday hours posted weekly on their website, ZellaRoseBoutique.com.
Horton Brothers and Brown Pharmacy, located at 201 East Main Street in downtown Grayson, has been your hometown pharmacy with a family touch since 1886. No matter the medicine you may need, Horton Brothers and Brown has you covered. They offer a premium line of nutritional supplements that can be shipped nationwide, while offering non-sterile compounding and genetic testing. Horton Brothers and Brown features delivered to local funeral homes with a large selection of willow tree figurines, and they offer gifts for any occasion, including wide selection of Vera Bradley merchandise. The pharmacy that still knows you by name is Horton Brothers and Brown, located in downtown Grayson, or visit them online at hbpharmacy.myshopify.com.
Back at the Pepsi broadcast table, James Collier, Kent Robinson. Winners tonight are the Vikings, 78-53. Individual scoring, Braden Myers leads the way with 17 points. Deshaun Watson with 14. Slade White with 10 off the bench. Colby Wilburn with 12. Leading the way for Russell, Elijah Neal with 19. Caleb Rimmer and Gabe Pridemore has 10. One final break. We'll wrap it up. We'll preview the brackets and the matchup for tomorrow night when we continue after this here on Kool TV.
See what it's like to be an eagle. In the mountains of eastern Kentucky, Morehead State University carries on a championship tradition that gives everyone a reason to cheer. MSU is where you can win on the field and in the classroom. Join the Eagle Nation.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Back here at the Pepsi broadcast table for one final time here tonight. Rowan County defeats Russell 78-53. So that moves Rowan County into Monday night's semifinals. They'll play Boyd County, who held off East Carter this evening, 60-52. Up tomorrow night, we'll start first with Morgan and Fleming County. Morgan, the champions of the 62nd. Fleming County, the runners-up out of the 61st. 6:50, we'll put it in the air. Our pregame show brought to you in part by Papa John's and Game Changer will tip off at 5:50 right here on Kool TV. And then approximately at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Greenup County, the champions out of the 63rd district, will play the runners-up out of the 64th district and the Ashland Tomcats and the 5-time defending region champions. That's it for us tonight. Our hat tip to our crew this evening, our executive producer, Jeff Irwin. Director this evening was Felicia Collier. Camera operators, Taylor Heath, Travis Otworth, and Jacob Hankins. Coach Ian Dickey, Spencer Hutchison, Kent Robinson, and everyone here at the Kool Sports Network. We greatly appreciate everyone supporting us in our ventures here. I'm bringing you high school athletics for the 16th region tournament here in Moorhead. Again, your final score, Rowan County defeats Russell 78-53. For everyone at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Carr. We'll talk to you tomorrow night right here on the Kool Sports Network.
Thank you for watching the Clark's Pump and Shop 16th region tournament live from Moorhead State University on Kool TV. This broadcast of the Girls and Boys 16th region tournament has been a special sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.